biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they don't know. Look at what I did, look at what I started. Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah, I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. Renting my check, I rent on my bag, I did what I did. Yeah. And how good they judge me, oh. But they
They're
don't know.
setting Dylan Gabriel up to take the biggest L out of
Look how far I came, dog. I ain't had no guidance. I just did my thing, dog. I just went my hardest. And I'ma go hard regardless. Yeah.
Off the Record D merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something from nothing. Each piece reflects the growth of the brand, the supporters who helped shape it, and the journey that's still in progress. This isn't just clothing. It's a way to represent the era, the community, and the belief that consistency, creativity, and hard work can turn a small idea into something lasting. Off the Record D merch stands for the grind, the supporters, and the legacy that we're still building. Off the Record D merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? How y'all feeling? Wrapping up my sound check. Once I get my sound check right, we gonna get this thing right. Got a great stream for us today. Give me just a couple more seconds to make sure this sounds good. Then we gonna get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, let's see. It's a little delay, but that's okay. All right, sound check is complete. We sound good. Mic volume is coming through. Hit the like button on the way in. Glad to have you all here. We're gonna enjoy ourselves for a couple hours. Maybe longer, we'll see. Let me get this set. All right. I'm good. Hopefully y'all are good. Happy Wednesday. Great stream today. Y'all see it. We're gonna pull some receipts. Today. We got comment creeping on the docket today. We have we're gonna go back because now we got other sports analysts sounding exactly like Emory Hunt did a year ago. So we're going to make sure that when people say Emory Hunt's name, they do this.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Make sure they put some respect on it when they say Emory Hunt's name. I always admire the people who are willing to say things when it's not the norm to say it. You know, say something 6, 8, 12 months before anybody else. Then they catch up to it. So I always admire the bold who take risks. 12:15. Shout out to Zedric. I see it in the chat already. I wanted to make that announcement. 12:15. We are going to hear from Todd Monken and some players. So I'm going to give you a good stream, and then we're going to go right into checking out what Todd Monken, the Todd father, we're going to see what he has to say. Shout out to Zedric. We're going to see what he has to say later. So we're going to get to it. Y'all know we got some motivation for you. We're going to do this thing right. Also, I've been looking into Vince Young. More in his story. Tap into the Patreon. I did a Patreon video on Vince Young and Mac Brown leading into the draft. Today, we're going to get into Vince Young. He was on a podcast with Marshawn Lynch. So we're going to react to that. So we're going to have some fun. Hopefully y'all are ready. Now, it's one thing that we do here that we always going to do. We're going to greet people on the way in. So as I'm greeting everybody, come on in, settle in, get your coffee, get your energy drink, get you some water, get whatever you need to drink while we get things ready. And we're going to greet everybody as they come in. Starting with Tika. Good morning, Tika.
I don't think he went to school nowhere. If he went to school, he didn't learn nothing.
He didn't learn nothing. Man, I like that so much. Good morning, Tika. Selmo Fudd, welcome back. I don't remember seeing you the other day, so glad to see you back. What's going on?
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo.
Cleveland in the building. Selmo Fudd is back. Good morning. Good morning, Selmo Fudd. What's going on? Black Pearl, top of the morning. Good morning. Good morning. And also, happy hump day, Black Pearl. Happy hump day. Everybody, shout out to Black Pearl. Great energy. Always greeting everyone as they come in. Everybody, shout out Black Pearl for me. Shout out Black Pearl for me in the chat, please. Shout out Black Pearl. Appreciate y'all. CO7111. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Miss Pamela. Good morning. Sharon Brantley. Good morning. How you feeling? My dog Zedric in the building.
Cole, you stupid.
We do not care.
We do not care. What's going on, Zedric? Good morning, people. Monken and some players speaking at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. Yes. I saw that as well, Zedric. Shout out to you for dropping that in the chat. Shout out to you. Tika's at work. She said, at work, ready to get the hell on. It's going to be all right. We going to get you through a couple hours of your day. We going to get you through. Sharon Brantley, my first time here. Welcome in. Come on in. Enjoy yourself. Settle in. We going to talk some sports. We going to get some motivation. We going to have some laughs. We going to do a lot. So, settle in. It's podcast format. It could be between 2 and 3 hours. So we're going to enjoy ourselves. So settle in. Glad to have you here. Welcome in. Good morning, Ms. Brown. Ivy League Mac. What's going on? How you feeling? Good morning. I got you.
We do not care.
We do not care. Keep Mathis. Hey. Great morning, Off the Record family. What it do? Happy Wednesday. Keep Mathis.
45, 47.
Let's run that back. 45-47. You come for the sports, you stay for the vibes. I appreciate that, Black Pearl. Definitely. Hello, family. Hope everyone is doing well. Same to you, Ms. Brown. Same to you. Definitely hit that like button on the way in, y'all. Hit the like button on the way in. Art Jizzle, what's going on? What's going on, Art Jizzle? I got to say this. Art Jizzle, you had me cracking up the other day. I saw a video of Cam Newton, like a short of Cam Newton, talking about how he picks his outfits. Man, this dude put on a t-shirt, a button-up shirt, a jacket, some jogging pants. He put on all these clothes, and I just could not stop thinking about you saying that he wear all those clothes. You know his underarms musty or they sweaty. Shout out to R Jizzle, always keeping it fresh, always keeping it light, always keeping us laughing. Shout out to you. Dr. Clyde Marshall is in the building. Good morning, brother. Hi, Shedeur. This is Fernando Mendoza. I told the NFL I will not attend the draft. I have not received not one outburst. Disparity does exist. He said, I want to spend this time with my family. Okay. Hey, he just reading the playbook, y'all. He reading the playbook. Dear Cleveland media, now that I know why Art Modell packed up the Browns and moved in the darkness of night, it was because of you. Talk to him, Ivy League back. You say, that has to be the reason. That has to be the reason. Has to be the reason. He was like, man, I'm not dealing with this media no more. Where we at? KC, good morning. How you feeling today? How you feeling? Yes, Arjizzle had me dying laughing about that. He had me dying laughing. Where we at? Let's keep it going. Felix, what's going on? How you feeling today? How you feeling? Definitely stop what you're doing. Hit that like button, everybody. Hit that like button. Merch is on the way. Tool Man, what's going on? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Miss K, what's going on? How you feeling today? Good morning. Cam has a sense of style. It isn't common sense, but you will find him anywhere before Waldo. For real. It's something else. It's an acquired taste. I think I got like a hair or something in my eye. It's an acquired taste, so we're gonna see. I can't get what 90% of the stuff Cam wear. To me, he's overdressed. He has on too many pieces, but hey, to each his own. Off the record D, would you consider a collaboration with G. Bush? I know many people have mentioned a collab of some sort with G. Bush. This is what it is. I believe it was Marie who was the first person. This was some months ago. She reached out and she super chatted G. Bush, and then she asked if we could do a collab. She then, on a day that I wasn't streaming, she sent me a Cash App to let me know that she had mentioned me to G. Bush. From there, I reached out to G. Bush, and it's been some months. So I'm not against any collab. I wouldn't write off any collab. I know that people have been calling for us to collab. I wouldn't write off anyone. But it's been some months, and we haven't done anything. So I'll just say this. I'm going to show up and give you a show every trip. Regardless. Every trip, I'm going to give you a show. I'm going to make sure I entertain. I'm going to make sure I value your precious time. So I'm open to collab with anybody where we can work it out and do it the right way. Would I like to do Zoom style collabs? Not as much. The way I view it, I would prefer to do in-person collabs. So when the time is right, if I'm gonna do any collabs, more likely the way I would prefer to do them is in person. You get the real true feel. you get the real true feel of what's going on. So that's my long-winded answer, but I got you, Miss Pamela. Tessa, what's going on?
Well.
What's going on, Tessa? Good morning. Good morning. Arjizzle says, I do pretty damn good when I get dressed. I don't need no fashion tips from Cam Newton. I'm with you, man. I keep it clean and minimal. That's my style with how I dress. That's how I dress. I don't do the over top stuff no more, man. I'm at a different point in my life. I used to be a lot more flashy, but I don't do stuff that way no more, man. I'm low key now. My chat look like it's not updating over here, so we gonna get that straight. Cam is an acquired taste. I agree with that. Cam looks like he will break out and sing, "We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild." I remember that. It'll happen to do Time D. Got a great show. I appreciate that, Arjizzle. I appreciate that. Either way it go, we're rocking with you, D. Zedric. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all. Yes, why was The Wizard of Oz on this past weekend? Oh no. Marie, what's going on? Good morning.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Welcome in, Marie. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Blessings to you as well. Glad to have you here. One of my chats is not working. We're going to refresh this and we not going to get distracted. The chat don't look like it want to work, but that's okay. We ain't going to worry about it. I just won't be able to show chats on the screen today, unfortunately, but we're going to keep it going. So we'll just minimize that. We're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about that there. Let's keep it moving, y'all. Okay. Cam is just a character overall. I agree with that. Definitely agree with that. The Wiz is the black version of The Wizard of Oz. Motown and Quincy Jones produced it. I remember that. Back in the day, taking it back on me. Marvin Woodbury. Texarkana, Arkansas in the house. I believe you told me it's some athletes from, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, Texarkana, Arkansas. I remember you was here before. What's going on? What is going on? Y'all, give me just a minute. Let me adjust something real quick, y'all. Check out this commercial. I'll be right back. OffThaRecordDee merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something from nothing. Each piece reflects the growth of the brand, the supporters who helped shape it, and the journey that's still in progress. This isn't just clothing. It's a way to represent the era, the community, and the belief that consistency, creativity, and hard work can turn a small idea into something lasting. OffThaRecordDee merch stands for the grind, the supporters, and the legacy that we're still building. Let me get the mic on. We are back. Texarkana. Okay. Texarkana, Arkansas. Shout out to you, Zedric. Shout out to you. Yeah, he was talking about the actual movie. D, my oldest sister took me and my brother to go see it when it first came out. Got you. Did you take a look at the pro football players that came from my town? I added to my list. I didn't get to do the deep dive yet. But I definitely, man, I got a list longer than CVS receipt. The list of stuff I got to look up, y'all. I got shows to watch. It's about this long, y'all. It's about this long. I got so much stuff to look up, so much work to do. Like you wouldn't believe. All right, let's see. We're now giving grace to all those who switched up. Come on over to the right side. I just think that soundbite from Ja is hilarious. Yes, classic. It's classic. It fit the moment. It fit the time. It's very, very, very fitting. Very fitting. Let's get this thing started, y'all. We got to stay on track today because we got the Todd father speaking, so we definitely want to be available when he starts speaking. So let's get this thing going. We got some motivation. Let's get it. Miles Monroe, there is a leadership change within the Cleveland Browns, and I appreciate the leadership change. I love the leadership change, and everybody has their stamp on it, and they're doing their part. So we're going to tap into some leadership with Dr. Miles Monroe, which I'm such a huge fan of. This is him at a leadership conference in Atlanta back in the day. So let's get to it. It's about 3 parts I want to highlight today, highlighting leadership. So we're going to start. Let me get my first spot. Am I at the first spot? Okay, I'm at the first spot. Here we go.
By the way, that's one of the most important principles of leadership, you know. Finding something worth doing by yourself. That's good.
Just a bar. One of the most important principles of leadership. Find something worth doing by yourself. Just a bar, y'all. It's just a bar. It's a crazy bar. I heard him say this, and I was like, man, I like it. The reason why you got to be able to do it by yourself is because there might not be people standing to the right of you, to the left of you, but it got to be something that you're passionate about and that you want to do. Let me jump ahead. I wanted to play that bar. I got another bar for y'all. Dr. Miles Monroe, man, he's just dropping gems left and right. Let's see. Let me find the next spot I want to get for y'all. About here.
Leaders give people's lives meaning. That's why they follow you. People will follow you when they receive a sense of significance for their own lives.
Another bar. So we are watching a leadership change happen with the Cleveland Browns. They give you a sense of purpose. They give you a sense of direction. They share their vision with you. Those are the biggest changes that we are seeing with the Cleveland Browns, going from Kevin Stefanski to Todd Monken. And then we're going to finish this up with one more part. This is almost 2 hours long, y'all. So it's a couple parts I definitely wanted to get to, but it's something else in here that he's going to say that I just really, 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 really appreciate. So let's see. It's about right here.
Begins with how you think. So let me give you my philosophy of leadership that I had to discover for myself to become the person I am. Everyone was created to lead. Say that with me. Everyone was created to lead. Say it again. Everyone was created to lead. That's a tough statement. Most of you don't believe that statement. I understand it. I understand. Because I was the same way. Because when you read that statement, there is a contradiction in your mind right now. There's a battle going on. I know what the battle is. The battle is a question. If everyone was created to lead, then who's going to follow? And there's your battle. I'll give you another statement. Write this down. Trapped in every follower is a hidden leader. These are philosophical statements, but they are very important because leadership begins with your belief. And your belief system determines your philosophy of life. If every follower is a leader, then the question becomes a problem again. What happens when they all become leaders? Who's going to follow? The fact that you ask that question is proof that you've been successfully convinced by your culture that only a certain type and group of people were born to lead while the other masses were designed to follow.
Man, oh man. I found this because I had another clip of people kind of taking Dr. Miles Monroe's stuff, and I want to always go to the original source if I can. So I always try to find the original YouTube. This is Monroe Global, is the YouTube page. This is from about 8 years ago, but I thought this was truly special with how he was breaking down leadership. And he talks about the conundrum that's created in your brain. If everybody is created to lead, then who will follow? Just because you were created to lead does not mean you are going to be a leader. Some people might not be willing to put themselves out there, take the risk of being a leader. And that's okay. And that is okay. So I thought this was really good because we are watching the leadership change happen right before our eyes in Cleveland, and people are missing it. But there are some really core things that are happening that I really appreciate and I really enjoy. So I just wanted to share this with y'all on leadership. This is long. I'm gonna drop this in the Patreon. I'll drop this in the Patreon group chat, but this is about an hour and 46 minutes long, but it's classic. He drops more bars in here, more gems. So I just appreciate Dr. Miles Monroe so much. Shout out to Key Mathis. Key Mathis is the one that put me on to Dr. Miles Monroe. Always got to shout her out because I appreciate his work so much. I appreciate his work so much. So shout out to him. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat. Okay, got you. Oh, we already back up here. Okay, so Zedric says, needs a 2-year resume of changed behavior, Marie. One wrong move, and it's a wrap. They're on thin ice trying to come to the right side of the situation with Shedeur. Wish Stefanski had gone to Ravens, wanted to beat him twice a year. Hey, we got him at ATL, so we play him this year. We got a chance to beat him. Don't think I've seen that before. Was the line the most watched parts? Let's see. I think the most watched actually is going to be a little bit later, because he's going to give his philosophy on leadership. He's going to give some examples. So I'm going to definitely drop this in the Patreon because I thought this was really good. Again, shout out to Key Mathis, put me on to Dr. Miles Monroe. I'll drop this in the chat real quick. Let's share this. All right, I'll do two things at once. Yes, leadership, Tiger 84. I promise I'm talking to y'all. I promise I'm taking y'all to all my meetings this morning. They're so boring, and I do not like talking to these people. It's all good. We got you. We got you. We gonna keep you entertained. We are here for you, Tika. We are here for you. All right, let me drop that. Drop the whole video in the Patreon in the group chat. So that's the entire video. I dropped it over there. All right, where we at? Detroit Gemini. Good morning. What's going on? How you feeling? How are you feeling today? How are you feeling? Happy Wednesday. What's going on? Monken looks like he runs a tight ship, and while media wants to shine, you give him the chance to keep him engaged, but you're not going to trade 2 wins now for 11 wins in playoffs when Shedeur settles in. To him, man. Talk to him. Talk to him. Prentice Premier, what's going on, chat? What's going on, Prentice Premier? Welcome in. Welcome in. Black Pearl, that movie has stood the test of time because the younger children and my family still love it. You talking about that Wizard of Oz. Wizard of Oz. Can you feel the brand new day? Talk to him, Cedric. Man, it's a new breeze. It's a new flow. It's a new Cleveland. It's a new Cleveland. Phaedra, good morning. How you feeling? How you feeling? Good morning, TK. Apparently, I signed up for an extra shift today, so I'm getting ready to head into work. Thank you for tapping in. Have a wonderful day at work, TK. Have a wonderful day at work. Keith Hunt, Jersey in the building. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. That's it. New Cleveland. You see it, Ivy League Mac. New Cleveland. Tell them to tread lightly. Have to. You have to. They just want to switch up. They just want to switch up. Maurice, good morning. How you feeling? How you feeling? All right, we caught up in the chat. All right, let's push this thing forward, y'all. Let's push this thing forward. Odds with the world. Good morning. How you feeling? Welcome in. See some new faces. Some new faces in the chat today. So welcome in to everybody. Let's switch this up. Let's throw this back up. Put this down. Seeing some new faces in the chat. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the new people who are tapping in to, check out the stream, see what I'm about, see what we got going on over here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Welcome in. Let's keep it moving forward. Donnie Kings from the Netherlands. What's going on, man? Good morning. Or actually, I think it's closer to evening for you. So what is going on, Donnie Kings? What is going on? Donnie King from the Netherlands. All right, what we got next on the docket? Okay. Mel Kiper being Mel Kiper. Y'all know Mel Kiper been 10 toes down the whole time. What's going on, Maya? Good morning. Mel Kiper been 10 toes down the whole time. Nothing has changed. Here is another case of him being 10 toes down. Let's see what Mel got to say. Talk to him.
I'm with Peter on Shedeur. We all know that, but I think the wide receivers catch the football. Shedeur threw a beautiful ball to Jerry Jeudy against the Bears. Dropped off his shoulder pads, intercepted. So instead of a touchdown pass, it's an interception. Had several of those this year. Some unfortunate plays that didn't go their way because of drops. Harold Fannin Jr., young tight end, became the most dependable, reliable option for Shedeur throughout the season once he took over. You think about Jordan Tyson, what a great talent he is. He is a beast. I know about the durability concerns, but hey, what are you going to do? Hey, once you get in the NFL, you may never have another injury. Carnell Tate, what does he do? He catches everything thrown his way, and you got Mekhi Lemon. You got three receivers. Mekhi Lemon plays fierce. Love the kid. Three receivers. So you take one of those. The one guy, left tackle, that's the other key need area. If you get the receiver, left tackle Monroe Freeling, best pure left tackle in this draft coming out of Georgia. I know he only started 17 games, but he only had 1 year as a starter this past season. But in pass pro, outstanding. Run blocking needs to improve, but I'll tell you what, with his size, his length, he looks the part of a great left tackle. If he starts sliding, if you get the receiver and he slides, you trade up and try to get him. How about Caleb Lomu? Peter had Spencer Fano going at 6, right? His teammate, the left tackle, Caleb Lomu, get some weight on him, get him stronger. He could be a heck of a left tackle. So how they finesse this left tackle wide receiver need with 6 and 24 is going to be, I think, one of the most fascinating aspects of round one.
I don't see them going.
This is so good to me. Zedrick, you caught that? You caught that? How he said Jerry Jeudy dropped the pass off his chest, end up taking a touchdown off the board, making it an interception. He said he had a couple instances like that. Mel Kiper don't care. When he speak, he gonna give you some context, and he's gonna go to the games and what happens, the thing that people want to jump past. Would people look at it differently if Quinshon Judkins don't let the ball hit him in the face for an interception? And that's one interception less. Jerry Jeudy catches the ball. That's another touchdown. Would people look at it differently if Shedeur had 8 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, is my question. Then you got to go down the list of the other tip passes. So I love that Mel Kiper don't let them forget what actually happened. He always bringing the context to the situation. And he's not talking that trade down talk. He's not talking acquire new picks for 2027. The truth is, the people who want you to acquire picks for 2027 is so you can get another quarterback because they don't believe in Shedeur. So if any person says trade back, acquire new number 1 overall picks or whatever, blah, 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 for 2027, it's because they don't believe in Shedeur. So they aren't a fake like they believe in Shedeur because they finally settled in and realized Shedeur is the guy. This year they realize Shedeur is the guy. They can't argue with it no more. So now that's their little subtle game they're playing. That's the game they're playing. So make sure y'all pay attention to what they got going on. Also, this is funny because people keep saying this, but I don't know why it has to be said so many times. But listen to this next about 10 seconds or so.
Going Ty Simpson. And that's interesting because Swagu's saying Pittsburgh should swing the bat at 21 and take him. I don't think he's taken at 6. I don't think he's taken at 24. And my feeling, just from talking to sources in Cleveland, this is a long-term build. And if the quarterback isn't there at 6 or 24 that they absolutely love, there is a great quarterback class that's coming in at 2027. And in the meantime, we have Watson and Shedeur. Let's see if one of those guys can do the job. So,
you see how he snuck that in? They're realizing the truth about Ty Simpson. The truth about Ty Simpson is out there. But Now they back that up with, but you gotta get ready for the quarterback class of 2027. Fool me once, shame on me. A fool man can't get fooled again. Remember when Bush said that? You're not gonna fool me again with the quarterback is in next year's class. Y'all did that one time already. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, y'all. It's not gonna work. We're not having it. It's not gonna work. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. Let me catch up on the chat. Daisha, good morning. How you feeling? Mel has been watching Shedeur. He has. Donnie King, love Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper watched film. He watches the film. He watches it.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo.
Shout out to Selmo Fudd. Got something to say early.
Oh my God. Wow. I got money.
Selmo Fudd says, yo, D, thanks for those receipts, big dog, 100. I appreciate you, Selmo Fudd. I appreciate you. You know, sometimes you just got to remind people what it's always been. You got to remind them what it's always been. It's going to be some new people. Some new people are doing this.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
They want to switch up. But we are going to celebrate the people who went out on a limb, who took the risk of being early, of calling things exactly how they see it, and not moving off of it. That's why I always give props to Mel Kiper, because they cannot move Mel Kiper off of his square. They can't get him off of it. They want to. Phil Yates always trying. They always doing those things. It don't work. I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Absolutely, they look at it differently now. They know it too. They know it. They know Shedeur's going to be the guy with no preparation. That's a fact. No preparation last year. Something that they didn't think was right. Watch Mel's face when they start talking. Man, he can't hide it. He can't hide it. That's even something I appreciate because it's something I do. I show how I'm viewing the situation on my face. So people who do that, shout out to them because I do the same thing. The same thing. I've been saying that to people who claim they support Shedeur, or just what's a fact. They just want the Browns to be bad next year to draft another quarterback. In turn, that means you don't believe in Shedeur. So don't hit me with that. Y'all see Shedeur, our QB1, showing up and ready. Notice how DG and Deshaun were not shown on the Browns social. The Browns and Monken been telling us who the QB1 is. They putting it right there, right in front of them. Right in front of them. They putting it out there for everybody to see, for the world to know. I love how Mel stands 10 toes down for Shedeur. He don't let them get away with the mess. Mel said, don't go there. Shedeur is the QB and it's QB1. Get him, Mel. For real. Get him. Mel not going to let them move him off his square. I appreciate it. Mel Kiper watch film. He give you what really happens. Yes, exactly. What sources? Those are ATL for real. For Monken's presser today, who is going to ask the dumbest question? We need to take a bet. You know it's going to be Mary Kay. It's going to be between Mary. It's going to be Mary Kay. It's going to be Mary Kay. It's going to be Mary Kay. Schrager is known for talking down on Shedeur, taking what he says with a grain of salt because his narratives are always a jitter rending to what ESPN wants. I'm not saying I believe in him. I just find it funny that even somebody who hasn't had the most belief in Shedeur still is making it so clear the Browns are not drafting Ty Simpson. They are not drafting Ty Simpson. So I find that funny. Why would they need to get ready for unknown QB class of 27 if their 2026 plan with Shedeur works out? Black Pearl, that's the question. That is what highlights how they truly feel. Because they don't really believe in Shedeur. If you notice, they only give you one option. What's the one option they give you? What happens if it doesn't work? What happens if it doesn't work? What's the option they never give you? what happens if it works? They never ask that other question. They only go negative. It's only going to be a failure. It's not going to work. They never say what happens if it works, because then it'll prove they don't want it to work. They don't want it to work, Black Pearl. Every Cleveland draft is about the next QB. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, 12:15, so we got about an hour and some change. But we're going to get to it as soon as it go live. We know the answer to that. Yeah, it's gonna be Mary Kay, y'all. You already know it's gonna be Messy K. Yes. People want to tank. Where did it go? People want to tank for next year QB. That is not Brown's mindset this year. Browns want to shake the league this year and not with Deshaun. Talk to him, man. Talk to him. Males know what time it is. Vindication season. That's a fact. Ivy League Max says, my bad. Mary Kay, Grossi, and Lloyd. Lloyd might not even ask a question. What Arjus will say? He said, hand me your phone. Bad optics showing DG and Deshaun Watson for various reasons. We will see Dylan more than Deshaun, though. I agree with that. You could tell Mel and Emory watch his film. That's a fact. Mel understands having a false narrative pushed against you. The national media did it to him. That's a fact. Ty Simpson, the New York Jets need a QB. Why Cleveland? Notice Andrew Berry was sent to protect Shedeur. Amen. He got his back. You will not bring someone to cause jealousy and dysfunction into the QB room. That's a fact. Our Jizzle said, I can't give away my phone, not the phone. What we got next on the docket, y'all? What we got next? Let's see. Oh, this is Vince Young. Vince Young had some good points in this interview with Marshawn Lynch. Let's go. We got time. This is Vince Young, national champion. He was second in Heisman voting. Reggie Bush won it in 2005. He was second up. He was runner-up that year. This is Vince Young with Marshawn Lynch and Mike Robinson. Both used to be running backs.
You said there was a time where you were going to leave Texas, and Steve McNair kind of talked you back in, put you back on the right straight. My question is, because I encountered this some too, the quarterback playing in a system versus the creator quarterback, a guy that is the system. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that, one can be coached from the sideline a lot and all of that. The other can be coached from the sideline, but he's so gifted that he actually creates offense with his abilities. My question is, was that kind of something, was that a philosophical thing you were going through when you were ready to leave Texas, whether it's playing within a established a system as opposed to being the system?
Well, I mean, the main thing about what I went through, Mike Vick went through, a lot of us African-American quarterbacks went through, was they was treating us they was calling us athletic quarterbacks. But we was quarterbacks, but athletic. You know what I mean? And we wasn't dumb. It was to the point like y'all not giving us a chance. Like we started a little bit slower than the next guy. Now you see these young kids now, they started in high school, middle school, learning cover 2, cover 3. Like we was more veer offense. We didn't pass the ball as much. So when I got to college, when I got to UT, they was running 5 wide, we was running 4, we was spreading out.
Right.
And we'll go to meetings and Coach Davis was like, our offensive coordinator was hitting us, me and Coach McCoy. Even Coach, we was in there like, what, is he speaking Spanish?
He's breaking it down how it truly was, how it truly was viewed. You always heard black quarterbacks would need to switch position. And y'all know I don't go straight to the race card. That's not the angle I take. But during this time, that was a prominent thing. They would tell them, go be a tight end, go be a wide receiver, go be a defensive back, go be a running back. It was a trope that happened at that time. One thing I'm uncovering is they did not know how to communicate with those quarterbacks, and they didn't know how to teach those quarterbacks. So for me, I'm a person, if I hear something and I write it down, man, you might as well just lock it in. If I do that combination, if I listen to it, then I write it down, it's in my brain. Vince Young is saying he's a person who needed to do it. Don't just tell me about it and show me on film. I need to go through it. I need to do it. I need to see the speed of it. Shedeur says something very similar. What did people try to put on Shedeur? He don't understand. He don't understand based on his learning style because they didn't understand how to teach him. That's why the coach who was supposed to teach him and develop him, this happened.
You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job.
They didn't know how to teach him. They didn't know what to do. So shout out to Vince Young. We're gonna get some more of this. I'm gonna catch up on the chat, but we're gonna get some more of this because I like this Vince Young interview. I like it a lot. Where we go? Okay. You would not bring someone to cause jealousy and dysfunction into the QB room. That's a fact. Or Jizzle say he ain't giving away his phone. D, they don't believe in Shedeur, but what QB have they believed in? I'll wait. Okay, time's up. They don't believe in any QB. Sounds like from past to present. No energy for them. That's a fact. That's a fact. They only believe in the quarterback that they said the Browns should have drafted 7 years ago that turned out to be good. That's the only one that they believe in. They don't believe in any of the other ones. Powerful, what's going on? Good morning. Hope you're having a great day as well. Hope you're having a great day as well. If Deshaun gets a start, I doubt he can last a full quarter. And if he gets hurt, knee or ankle or anything with his legs, he will be done. Don't see him coming back and making any meaningful contribution. I'm telling you, his body is breaking down. His body is breaking down. Body is breaking down. His body's broke down. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him get injured. But when you see a person's body breaking down in real time, just acknowledge it. Fisher destroyed his career at Tennessee. The owner wanted him, and he didn't. Or just that's a fact. He's going to even talk about it more in this interview. That's why I thought this interview was so good. Shout out to Vince Young. Still happening. Taylor Green this year. That's a fact. I remember when he beat USC for the national championship. Yeah, that drive at the end of the game. That drive at the end of the game. Different. Shout out to Donnie King. Shout out to Donnie King.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Donnie King from the Netherlands. Out with the old. This is New Cleveland. 2, wrist up. That's a fact. We appreciate you, Donnie King. We appreciate you. Hashtag New Cleveland is real. It's real, y'all. It's a real thing. Do you remember Terrell Pryor? Of course. Terrell Pryor played at Ohio State, got a tattoo, got suspended, couldn't play, got drafted by the Raiders. I believe Terrell Pryor still holds the record for the longest run by a quarterback. It was about 99 yards. I was actually at the game where Terrell Pryor was playing receiver and quarterback for the Cleveland Browns versus the Miami Dolphins. I think the year was 2015 or 2016, somewhere in there. Don't quote me. It was about 9 to 10 years ago. Of course, I remember Terrell Pryor. Of course. I'm an Ohio State fan, so that's the team that I root for in college. So definitely remember Terrell Pryor. Definitely. I remember that USC comeback, instant classic. D is not that they don't know how to coach the black QBs. They just didn't want to. They always felt the shine belongs to the others, so they didn't want them to get the keys to success. When I was saying they didn't know how, I was more specifically speaking on Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski did not know how to coach Shedeur. He did not know how to coach him. He did not understand him. The other ones, Jeff Fisher didn't want to coach Vince Young, so you're right about that. Most of them didn't want to, but specifically to Kevin Stefanski, we learned that Kevin Stefanski don't really know how to coach nobody. He don't really know how to coach nobody. Asante, what's going on? Asante, where was you at last stream when I needed you and Selmo Fudd? I needed y'all to back me up on Cleveland and Akron are 2 different places. They got 2 different airports. They're not the same city. I needed y'all to back me on that one. I needed y'all. They keep talking about Lamar and Hurts. Hurts been to the Super Bowl twice in MVP. Josh Allen ain't done nothing. They treat him like a football god. They do. They act like Josh Allen can do no wrong. I'll repeat a point that I made that was very bold and firm. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills window has closed to win the Super Bowl. The window was closed on them. Nobody else is going to say that. If you look at salary and if you look at how much they're paying him, and if you look at where they're going in the future and how they've built that team, the window is closed. Nobody else will say that. Everybody else is propping him up. His best opportunity was this year. He missed it. He fumbled it. Asante says, I took a picture with Pryor. Terrell Pryor was cool when he was around. He was cool. Crazy athlete. If USC wasn't so stacked, he would have won the Heisman too. That's the last time I remember two great players finishing top 5 on the same team and then not being held against them. That's a fact because they wanted to prop up Matt Leinart. When coaching gets tough, Stefanski runs for the hills. Up and out of there. Up and out of there. Up and out of there. Kevin Stefanski doesn't get a pass. He didn't want to coach Shedeur, so he didn't. I'm not giving Marie, you know I don't give Kevin Stefanski no pass. You know that. You know I don't give Stefanski no pass. If anything I sounded like was a pass with Kevin Stefanski, I'm doing a bad job. I need to be more clear. Kevin Stefanski is not a good coach who also did not want to coach Shedeur. And he also didn't want to coach other players. So I want to make it clear. Kevin Stefanski gets no passes with me. Zero passes. Texas defeats USC NFL careers. Vince Young 31-19, Matt Leinart 8-10. Go figure. I met Vince Young and my frat brother Steve McNair. Yeah, RIP to Steve McNair. Even in that interview, he's going to talk about Steve McNair being his mentor and him passing away and him having to find a new mentor. 2 different cities, about 30 to 40 minutes away from Cleveland. Asante, talk to him. Hey, I was fighting for my life. I was trying to explain it to him. The system needs to adapt the QB, not the other way around. Maurice, you talking that talk because we're going to get to that. If Stefanski didn't know how to coach Shedeur, a plug-and-play superstar, he has no business as a head coach in the NFL. Just saying, I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't think he's a good coach. I don't think he's a good coach. That's just it. It's another portion I want to get to. Let's see. Here we go. Right here.
Yeah, a black quarterback.
It's hard, man. It's tough. And that makes it hard. It makes it hard on you every year, too. There's always something said about one of us going into the draft every year.
Hell yeah. And I talk so much about quarterbacks, too.
It's tough every year. It gets harder and harder because they know because, Aaron is almost gone, right? Who they going to go to now? Because we was doing it. So now Josh Allen, he can run and throw the ball now. Now it's not just, I don't want to make this look like no racist, no black and white, but at the time, it wasn't. It was Tom that's in the pocket, Aaron in the pocket, Big Ben in the pocket. That's Brett Favre, everybody. Now it's like the game has totally changed now.
You got to be able to move if you play quarterback.
When you got linebackers playing DN now, safeties going to linebackers, like they flipping everything. Y'all know what y'all seen. We know what's up. We know how y'all flipping the game right now.
Yeah, bro.
So we see it. So in the same time, you're gonna have to have guys that's gonna have to know how to protect themselves and move around with it.
And the crazy part about it is, this just from what I see, I do youth football in the state of Virginia, and I'm in the league too. To me, the position that is getting underdeveloped are the guys blocking them.
Offensive line.
And we need them.
And and again, I talked to Josh Allen about this.
You think that's on purpose?
I don't know if it's on purpose. I just think that there's not a lot of human beings that know how to coach these guys.
Man,
think about it, bro. Think about it.
I'm going to say this, and I don't know, maybe I'm reaching, but with the way that the game is going, see, here go the quarterback. A passing lead, right?
Right, protecting them.
But
that pass block, you always gonna look because you got.
You've been running the ball since you was a little boy. You've been throwing the ball since you was a little boy. A lot of these offensive linemen were doing it. And what happens is when they actually get put in the offensive lineman room and they actually got to really block for a high school quarterback or middle school, whatever the quarterback may be.
I was a guard.
There isn't a guy in the O-line room that knows how to get in the 3-point and actually teach them the mechanics of playing O-line, bro. That position is getting underdeveloped. So now, like me and Josh Allen, we've talked about it. A lot of times, the race no longer is against that one-on-one man corner anymore. The race is between this DN and this damn tackle.
But that's why I'm saying, like, on purpose.
I really enjoyed this portion of the conversation because as we talk about it, every team in the NFL is looking to upgrade their offensive line except for probably the Philadelphia Eagles, and that's mainly it. Everybody else is like, we got to fix them, we got to upgrade them, we got to do this. And they put the blame on the quarterback, the running back, when the offensive line is not doing that well. I like where Mike Robinson is taking it, saying it's not something they've naturally done their whole life, and then they don't have anybody teaching them who's done it, so it's not translating. Because the guys are athletic, it's not translating. So shout out to them. Very, very, very good pod. Get Got Pod with Marshawn Lynch, Mike Robinson, and Playmaker. Shout out to them a couple weeks ago from Vince Young. It's a culture and genealogy thing when it comes to players, coaches, and the R word. That's a fact. I wish Warren Moon had gone on to coach. On another note, did y'all hear Dominic Ponder was drinking and driving when he crashed? So very sad. There's a lot of pressure on these black athletes. We must acknowledge this. A ton of pressure is on them. Just a ton of pressure. And I think people should give grace to people who are in pressure-packed situations. People who are in pressure-packed situations, just give them some grace. They might not handle it perfectly, but they just got to learn and grow from it. Not speaking about DP, but just in general, like athletes who are in the public sphere, in the public eye, especially when they're young. Y'all know I'm always giving grace to young people. So that's what I'll say about that. There's a simple battle underway. The status quo defenders versus the insurgents. This struggle is older than our union. It's rooted in the 5/8 compromise, North versus South, Hamilton versus Jefferson. That is a fact. Underrated podcast, I agree. He's right. My first year, I got killed until our wrestling coach came around and coached us linemen. To a man. That's it. My thing is, they're not even trying to bring on black coaches to coach them. There are only 3 remaining. Are you speaking black head coaches, Detroit Gemini? The heart of teaching is sorely lacking nationwide across all fields. I agree with that, Zedric. Totally agree with it. The brother can't be drinking and driving. Hell, I got pressure above my ears, but I'm not drinking and driving. Yeah, I just say this, man. Look at it through the lens of how you did things at that age. Nobody is perfect walking the earth. Nobody. So people make different levels of mistakes and they end up with different levels of outcomes, but people are going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. So it is part of it. It is part of it. People make mistakes. I love to watch Get Got Pod. Both are a good combo, like Debo and Joe. I agree with that, Danny Kings. I find it ironic how a certain demographic is allowed to consistently fail upward. One loses 8 games in a season, gets fired. Another wins 8 games in 2 seasons, gets promoted. Now, irony. Talk to him, Jimi Hendrix. Talk to him. Okay, yes, head coach. People are going to go with what they know, unfortunately. Oh, man, I didn't set this up for y'all. Okay. Let me set this up for y'all real quick. We're going to do this thing live. We're going to do this live. Let's see. Okay, got it. I got it. Before we get to this, we're going to go here and we got comment creeping, y'all. Comment creeping is a segment that we brought back. We bring this segment around from time to time. Let me get this straight. Make sure y'all can see it. Let's lock it in right there. Let's take this thumbnail down because we don't need it. because we don't need it. Okay. More of them should look into translatable sports. Why don't some of them work on sumo training? I remember seeing linemen in the past do that. I remember. The most important NFL role is head coach. I get your point. I think it might be debatable. I will put it up there with GM, but I get your point. I get your point. Me and one of my best friends got in a serious car accident while we were drinking in our college ages. That's why I always say, man, I'm never going to get in front of y'all and act like I live a perfect life, act like I've been perfect. I never made a mistake. Man, I made so many mistakes. So many mistakes. I made more mistakes when I was younger, a lot more. So even if a person does something that's not right, I understand how my thought process was now. I'm older, so I can reflect back on it. So I'm not just going to crush guys and when they make mistakes with various levels of results or outcomes from those mistakes, when I know I was making the same mistake at their age. D, my point is simple. I extend grace and understand mistakes are made, but there is still a standard of acceptance that must be communicated along with extended grace. Folks need both. I agree with that. I agree with that. That's why I say looking at it from a standpoint I look at it now, it's easy. I can say, oh, it's just wrong, but also I understand where they were. I understand where they were. So that's my line of thinking with it. Yeah, they thought we were out of there. Man, that's crazy, Arjizzle. That is crazy. My grandmother had a similar incident. I'm not gonna get into that. That's too personal. Let's get to comment creeping, y'all. Let's get to comment creeping. Definitely glad Arjizzle and the people who was in the car with him made it through. Let's get to comment creeping. So I got this comment the other day, and I think people look at the level of research that you do based on the level of research that they do. So in the last stream, I said that Chase Daniels said Shedeur was going to get cut. Now, let me clean this up and make it clear for the people in the back who probably won't comprehend this. Shedeur was on the team. Shedeur signed a contract. Once you sign a contract, for you not to make the team will have to cut you. So let me just put that out here. Now let's get to the comment, and then let's get to what actually happened. I've never seen or heard anybody say Shedeur wouldn't make it. It's 100% fake outrage. First off, if you have never seen it, does that mean it's not real? That's the weakest argument that somebody can make. I'm not calling the person weak. I'm saying the argument that they are attempting to make is weak. It's so much stuff that happens that you never see. It's so much stuff that happens that you never see. And just because you haven't seen it don't mean it's not real. So for that person who commented this, let's do this. Because we're not just going to talk about it. I'm going to show you the receipt. I'll show you the receipt. Usually when I comment with people, I don't go back and forth and do the work for them. I send them to go do the work on their own. But I said, you know what? This is a good point because we were talking about Tony Rizzo and how people switched up. We were also talking about Chase Daniels. So I said, you know what? This is a good point for us. Let's look at this and let's bring it up. And for the person who said this, I am going to play it slow so you can hear what the man said. Also, this is Fox Sports 1, so I might get a copyright on this stream, so I'm only going to play a couple seconds. But this is for you. He definitely hit me with that fake news. He definitely did. So let's see if it was fake news.
At some point this year, Shedeur Sanders, if he makes the roster, he will play again.
At some point this year, if he makes the roster. Now, if you play something that's been on Fox Sports and it's been on TV, it's hard to go back. It's hard to go back and play their stuff. Yeah, fair use, they still copyright strike you if it's been on TV. That's the distinction. So since this was played on TV and it was broadcast, the fair use is different. So later on in this actual episode, they're going to say James Jones is also going to repeat. Hopefully he makes the team. It's not him sounding like that. I slowed it down for him, Maya. I slowed it down for him. I slowed it down for the people in the back so they can hear exactly what he said. I slowed it down. I didn't want it to go past. I didn't want them to miss it. I wanted them to hear it. I wanted them to hear it. I want them to listen. So it's cool that Chase Daniels tries to clean up how he talks about Shedeur now. But just know, if I'm the one telling you somebody said something, I have no problem pulling receipts and showing you. I got no problem pulling receipts and showing you. I keep them. The receipts are always there. Me and that person are not the same. Me and other people are not the same. I put in the work. So y'all see what it is. That's for the slow people in the back who said it was clickbait, fake outrage, fake news. I'm making it up. Okay. That's all the shine you need. We showed you some love. You need a hug. So we gave you some attention. That's why I intentionally didn't show your name, didn't call out your name, but you got some shine. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, y'all. If I tell y'all somebody says something, I'm just gonna play it for you. I'm gonna bring the receipts. Ta-da! All right, let me catch up on the chat, and we're gonna keep it moving forward. Let's catch up on the chat. Where we at? I played online, and when I got coached up, I ended up playing left tackle. Before that, anywhere you threw me, I was out of position. There isn't a single play in the game those 5 guys don't account for 50% of why. That's a fact. Like his mom said, 95% of people have made the same mistakes. They were lucky/best. I agree. Did you see this on social media? Guy text under Dylan girlfriend post. Why is your boyfriend not showing up? Replay, he will be there on time. It was funny. Man, when you open the door for these situations, she opened the door last year. Now people never gonna let her forget it. Yeah, a mistake in thinking we won't get caught. I agree with that. He definitely hit me with the fake news. I did live in Houston prior to Texas, playing USC. I had attended the Texas versus Colorado Big 12 Championship. Texas beat Colorado 70-0. Man, people forget how bad Colorado was. I bet if you check that person's profile, they have 2 subscribers and their comments are all bomb negative comments. I don't even really go look that deep into them. They just give us a creative way to pull the receipts. Might need to add that to my watch list of games. Yeah, that's crazy. Right, that aged well. That's why they were canceled with those bad takes. That's a fact. That's what they wanted to happen. Guy had other plans. That's a fact. He just does it subtly now. It's still there. I agree with that. I'm over here working, but I had to comment their foolishness. Okay, back to work. They do be on some foolishness. They do. Shedeur was good enough to have gone to any college program. He is being punished for going to play for his dad on what was an irrelevant team and making it competitive. That's a fact. D, you're a master at coming with the receipts. I don't get up here and say stuff to y'all. If I say something with certainty, I can pull the receipt for you. Just, they don't know that about me. Y'all know this about me. Maybe Chase made that comment because he's just young, messing with you. Haha. I see what you did there, Ivy League Mac. It's all good. Big guys on the O-line get moved along from high school to college if they're talented, or not just because of size. That's why the coaching is critical. Big guys are hard to find. They are. Stop what you're doing. Hit that like button. Shout out to Streamlabs Bot. Not tripping too much. I'm 68 years old, have never made a mistake. I've only miscalculated. All right, Jimmy. I like the way you reframe that. I respect the bold. I told y'all that earlier. So we're going to get to our early main event.
Let's get ready to rumble!
We're going to pull some more receipts. So, Emory Hunt. If you don't know Emory Hunt, they tried to pigeonhole Emory Hunt and just say he was caping for Shedeur. What they didn't do was they never looked into what he actually does. So, this is from Emory Hunt because I'm going to put some respect on his name when I say his name. Emory Hunt. I've been producing a draft guide since 2020. If you have purchased every one since then, you currently have 6,607 individual scouting reports at your fingertips. Wild to think about. So, Emory Hunt breaks down a lot of film. So when he is speaking, he's not just talking sideways. He's watched a ton of film. So we're going to put some respect on his name when we say it, even if the other people don't realize.
Put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Also, Emory Hunt went out on a limb and said something a year ago. And now somebody else is reading from the Emory Hunt playbook and they not crediting him. Straight plagiarism, some would say. Let's go. This is Emory Hunt. People try to pigeonhole him as somebody caping for Shedeur. Let's play it.
Kevin Stefanski, it's ego over execution. It's plays over players. Kevin Stefanski's ego. We saw this with Baker Mayfield. Oh, it doesn't fit my system. Well, your system has to be about the players that are in it. And we've seen him do this because the offense was completely different when Dylan Gabriel was out there. I don't know why for Shedeur the offense changed.
Do you agree with Emory Hunt that he has an issue with how Kevin? So we've been talking about this. We've been saying this. We've been talking about Kevin Stefanski's style and his lack of ability to adapt or adjust or identify certain defensive coverages in real time. The Rams game, the fourth preseason game, all they did was ran man-to-man cover one. And Kevin Stefanski could not get to a play that would beat that defense. I called it out in real time. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. We're going to catch up on the chat. And then I'm going to play Brady Quinn copying Emory Hunt word for word, bar for bar. Let's catch up. Where did I leave off at? I left off. The receipts. Chase Daniels' career record, 5 total starts, 2-3 as a starter. Yes. Yes. I enjoy watching Prime coach his sons, and that joy is what kept me rooting for the family. To it, man, I agree. Slightly off topic, but I'll say this. Me watching LeBron play with Bronny is just something that I'm just like, man, this is such a special moment. And hopefully people pay attention to it versus just knocking it, because I don't think they're understanding what they are seeing. He is playing in the NBA with his son on the same team. Probably never going to happen again in the NBA. Probably never going to happen again. So it's a special thing. And that just, what you said right there too, man, made me think about it. Ivy League Mac, you know what it is. You my man. Hey, look. Hey, we don't got to agree. We keep it respectful. That's what men do. Yes, put some respect on the Hunt name. Talk to him, Keith Hunt. He say, put some respect on my name. Hunt is the man. He has them twisted up in knots. He does. Say it louder. Emory, they can't hear you. For real. Emory Hunt is honest, knowledgeable, and has integrity that never falters. I appreciate people who stand on their square. And Emory Hunt is one of those people. Totally agree with Hunt. He's consistent in his analysis of Shedeur. Him and Mel, they are. Question, why are there only people who cape for Shedeur but nobody capes for Stefanski? Ivy League Mac, questions that need answers. Questions that need answers. So get up trying to frame Shedeur master Monken's scheme when in reality Shedeur would be the scheme. Talk to him. And it's an attack scheme, so you're attacking the weakest link. So they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about.
Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
Come to OffThaRecordDee, where we going to read your super chats. Your voice is going to be heard. Welcome in, Shanithia. What is going on? How you feeling today? Glad to have you. Glad to have you here. What's going on? It's Griffey Sr. and Jr., but even more impactful. Yes, they played together in baseball, which baseball, we see a lot of guys who have longer careers because it's a different level of physically demanding. But in basketball, I don't know if we'll see that again. I don't think we're going to see it in the NFL. But in basketball, I don't think we'll see it again. I don't think we'll see it again in basketball specifically. Yes, Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. played together on the same team. That's baseball. I'm speaking specifically to basketball. I don't think we're going to see it again. I don't think we will. Loretta, what's going on? How you feeling? How you feeling? Shedeur CU era was exciting and must-see TV, just like it's going to be with the Browns. I agree with that. When Dylan was playing, we didn't see any Wildcats. Shedeur start playing. Now he wants to do Wildcats. Yeah, right, to protect Shedeur, but no protection for the little guy on the field. Yes, Stefanski. No, they actually instituted the Wildcat during Dylan Gabriel's start against the Miami Dolphins. So they definitely instituted it to protect Dylan initially. I root for Shiloh to come to the Browns, and even if all he does is special teams, that family locker room would be tight. I agree with that. He has his people that care for him, just not as loud. That's a fact. Didn't Ken Griffey Jr. Play with his dad together? They did. Different sport, baseball. People wouldn't be going this hard for someone who can't play. They would not. It's about to get dangerous. It is. All right, let's keep it pushing. Okay, we on good time. We on good time. So y'all heard what Emory Hunt said there. Let's move it forward. Now, we're not going to listen to Ken or Anthony Lima. We're only listening to Brady Quinn and what Brady Quinn is going to say.
With this team that Kevin Stefanski wasn't able to.
Well, I mean, look, I've got a lot of respect for Kevin Stefanski. I think he tends to, however, be somewhat stubborn in his ways of how he wants to do things. And, you know, I think with Todd Monken, I like how he opens things.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Now, do y'all remember how they was going to Emory Hunt? I don't give props to people who come out and say something that people previously said and took the heat for it. Let me take them down. People previously came out and said, and now the people were saying it and they're okay, and they were in the fire when it was hard to say. I.e. Tony Rizzo. When I was explaining Rizzo and how he just took the other side of the argument, and he's doing that to pull at a different emotional string, that is what is happening here. That's exactly what is happening here. So he just stole what Emory Hunt said, bar for bar, word for word. When Emory Hunt called Kevin Stefanski stubborn and he views his playbook over players, everybody went and was going to Emory Hunt. They were talking about his credibility. They were saying he didn't know what he was talking about. They were saying all those things. I respect the people who say it in the moment when it's not popular, when they identify that is their thought. Not when you come back and the dude then been fired and he on another team and all this stuff. No. Why wasn't you saying this a year ago? Why wasn't you standing in the fire with Emory Hunt if you truly felt this way a year ago? Why are you saying this now? Why you got the confidence to say it now? This is people who just want to get on the right side of what's happening now. They was not calling this out in the moment. They were not calling it out in the moment. Emory Hunt called it out in the moment. I played it in the moment. I agree with it in the moment. We all watched it happen. So the people who want to come to this side now when it's comfortable.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
Where were you when it wasn't popular to say Kevin Stefanski was stubborn? Where were you when it wasn't popular to say Kevin Stefanski can't make adjustments? Because now, Ivy League Mac and Zedric, how do we feel about what they say?
We do not care.
We do not care. Don't be Johnny come lately And now you want to tell me, oh, he's stubborn and it's his playbook over players, because they shot everybody down who said that in the moment. You get 0 brownie points for me for saying this now. Rizzo, you get 0 brownie points for me for trying to take receipts on people, because I'm going to let y'all know something I'm going to do. When Rizzo start pulling receipts on other people when the Browns do well, I'm going to pull receipts on Rizzo from when Shedeur got his first NFL action. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all now what I'm going to do. I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait, because I'm going to remind you who these people are with their own words. I'm not going to make up a story. I'm not going to say they said this and they didn't say it. I'm going to play their own words. So, Brady Quinn, you get no props from me. Rizzo, you get no props from me. You get none, because now when it's safe, when you can come outside and you can say it, now you want to say it. Where were you when people was in the fire? Where were you when people were calling people names? Where were you when people were lying, saying because you believe in Shedeur, you want Shedeur to go into the Hall of Fame? Where were you when people were coming in here saying just put his jersey in the Raptors? That is when you say it. Don't say it now when it's easy. When the Browns then blasted Shedeur all over social media, when the Browns are showing you their belief and trust in him. Don't say it now. It's easy to say it now. Say it when Emory Hunt said it. Say it then. Don't tell me now. Man, you know what? I really think Shedeur could be the starter. You don't think? Where were you when it was the 4th game of the year and I told y'all the quarterback room is going to be the same? Don't start saying it now. Don't start saying it now. Don't start saying this stuff now when it feels good. Nah. Because what you said previously, either that's how you truly feel, or you are lying then, or you lying now. Which one is it? Let us know when you started the lies, because you can't believe both. You can't believe career backup, probably not going to make the team, and now you believe that this guy got a chance to excel. Which one is it? Which one is it? That's why I say they have to pick a side. And if they pick that side, they got to stay on that side.
Everybody stay on that side when they switched up. You switched up, stay on that side, man.
They got to stay on that side. Let's get to the chat before we keep it moving. Let's get to it. Let's update our comments in the chat. Let me go through it. We got some people coming in. I left off a while ago, man. All right, here we go. My favorite CU game with Shedeur was 2024 Baylor versus CU at Classic. I think mine is tough. I want to say TCU. I want to say it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. It could be Baylor. Dang. It's close. It's close between that Baylor game and TCU. It's close. It's close. That girl Bree, what's going on? How you feeling? How you feeling? Okay, didn't remember that. You're right. They did it against the Dolphins, but don't remember much when Dylan was playing. Was that bad to look at while the better QB was on the sideline? It's all good. I'll never forget that preseason game. Remember what Kurt Warner said about wanting to see Dylan and Shedeur actually compete left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Yeah, they was talking crazy. Any person who was calling it how they saw it. I think my favorite CU games was the first game against TCU. So many people counted them out, and Shedeur threw down with the rest of the team. Yes, that TCU game was just special. Special. Exactly. Kyle was afraid to step up and be the first to say it. I agree. I have lots of respect for Kevin Stefanski, but he's a bum loser who doesn't know how to inspire or lead men. Basically what he said, Ivy League Mac. Basically what he said. Was going to say the same first game, TCU and Baylor. Yeah, those two games were special. The compliment, then tear down is a hilarious technique. That's it. What Mike Tomlin said, we do not care, for real.
We do not care.
I didn't watch the games when Dylan played. That's when I came across Dee's channel, and he would do his watch parties and been here ever since. We appreciate that, Detroit Gemini. We appreciate you being here. And the rivalry game against Colorado State, that was a good game. Also, man, even though they didn't win, that USC game was good too. They were annoyed at Emory for taking up for Shedeur. I remember they were. Mines were TCU, Baylor, and the other team they played from Colorado in 2024. That was the movie. Yeah, some good ones. When they took the entire O-line out and put Shedeur in without a single 1, 2, or third string lineman, receiver, or back, then he got sacked 6 straight plays running for his life. For real. Rizzo thinks too is going to be a career backup. We gonna put the receipts on him. My funny memory was 4 players getting flagged in the 2024 Colorado State versus Colorado game. Yeah, that game was something else because they was talking. D bringing the smoke this season. Yes. Yes. We're not going to let them switch up. I started out watching Q's watch parties, but couldn't take it and found you, D. Thank God. We appreciate you, Detroit Gemini. We appreciate you. He then took Shedeur out to put those guys again, too. It was trifling. It was bad. The venue and the band called for Wes Montgomery. However, I keep playing Hendricks. Who do you think will get fired and why? Explain a little bit more, Jimi Hendrix right there. Somebody got to tell him. D, are you doing also the CU watch parties? Yes. This fall, Saturdays we'll be doing CU watch parties. We'll be doing CU watch parties on Saturdays, and we'll be doing Browns watch parties whenever they are, because I think they're going to go some primetime games. So we're going to be back at the watch parties this fall. Also, a couple weeks for the draft. We're going to do a watch party for the draft, so be there. They do the first round. We're going to watch the first round together. They do the second round. I think it's the second and third round next day, but we're going to be there. We're going to tap in. As much energy as I have, we're going to be watching the draft live. We're going to be watching it live. Where we at? A lot of people think Shedeur is going to be a career backup. They must forgot his last name is Sanders. They will see. They're going to have to see it. They're going to have to. He said it to Grossi when they were arguing about the Browns QB situation. D, are you going to do the first night draft watch party? I am. Yeah, we're going to draft weekend. We locked in. We are locked in draft weekend for watch parties. We used to watch Q, but he is weird. The bad obsession on Shedeur. At some point, he wasn't being honest. That's a fact. Right, because clearly, where we at? Right, because clearly Kevin Stefanski did not develop Shedeur. Shedeur is the same man that they tried to bury in 2025, but now everybody wants to be under the Sanders Witness Protection Program. That's it. They don't want you to bring it up. If you watch the game Shedeur played, the opponent teams have respect for him. Some also switch jerseys with him. Facts, Donnie King. Yeah, I like the USC game. 2 future NFL QBs. Yeah, Keith Hunt, I'm right there with you. That was a good game for me as well. Kevin didn't develop one player while he was in Cleveland, not one. He is a horrible coach. Hey, they're going to get to see it in Atlanta because they thought it was just they thought it was all Shedeur. Man, I had these views on Kevin before Shedeur got here. My favorite game is Texas Tech and Utah. Good games. They would have beat USC if they would have had Travis. I think so as well. I think so too. Right venue, wrong music. Okay, got you, Jimi Hendrix. Got you. Right venue, wrong music. Man, the ish Stefanski was doing was obvious. I had to stop watching Q. He said that himself, that 3. Oh, no. I'll be watching, but we'll be late in the morning for me, but I'm lucky I run my own business that day. They got to work harder without me. Hey, so they got to figure it out. That was a Marion coming out party. Yes. So we caught up on the chat. Definitely some good times watching. I'm going to Spain for continuing education, but I'll be tuned in. My flight is that Saturday, the 25th. Oh man, going to Spain. TK is international with it. Stevie Wonder told Ray Charles that Kevin wasn't a talent developer or a game calling coach. Not Stevie Wonder told Ray Charles. Yes, it was. D, they're going to have a draft watch party on 4/23 at the public auditorium. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the Browns put that out. I saw it. Q said 2 was the best QB in the draft. Then he poops on them on 2. Yes. I wanted Shedeur at number 2. I wanted him at 2. Regardless of who was on the board at 2, I wanted Shedeur picked at number 2. It's on my X. Go back and look at my old videos on YouTube. I wanted Shedeur the whole time. The whole time. So we got him later. I'm not gonna be upset. It didn't take me long to stop watching Q. He spoke on Shedeur's fans too much and wanted to tell the fans what to do. That did it for me. Yeah, it's crazy. One thing, because I have a hard, firm stance on things, people might interpret that as me trying to change people or me trying to tell people what to do. Even if I say it, I try to catch myself and make sure I'm not telling nobody what to do. And I'm not trying to change nobody, because people change when they want to, not because of me. Not because of me. They're going to do what they want to do. So I'm not trying to change people. I'm just trying to lay out my case, and I put my case out there. You could agree or disagree, and that's it. And that's it. So I am there with you. I saw a lot of people trying to tell Shedeur supporters how to view the game, what to talk to, what to react to. I remember Sean King doing that. I remember people on UCSS doing that. I remember people on 92.3 The Fan doing that. I remember people on ESPN Cleveland doing that. I remember Mary Kay doing that. I remember a bunch of people doing that. And I was like, y'all are ridiculous. They can do whatever they want to do. It's called free will, everyone. It's called free will. They keep saying the coach is going to move up to get Tyson. I don't know if they got to move up to get Tyson. In translation, inability to adapt, Coach Kevin Stefanski. That's a fact. I'm with you. I'm with you now, Jimi Hendrix. Definitely lack of ability to adapt to what teams are trying to take away. What teams are trying to take away. All right, let's keep it moving. We on time. We got about 10 minutes of Todd Monken. We got more from Emory Hunt. I just wanted to show y'all where Emory Hunt stood and where he's been at and how he's viewed things. Put some respect on his name. Now let's get to Emory Hunt here. We got about 10 minutes. If anybody sees the live stream pop up for Todd Monken, let me know. We're going to jump over to that. But let's get to Emory Hunt. We got about 10 minutes.
Let's talk about Todd Monken, what we know of him offensively. What do you expect this offense of the Browns to look like? And what do you think he tries to do with this talent that he has? What we know of the talent that he has?
I feel like we're going to see a lot more intermediate passing game, and number one, but it's going to be a lot of movement. He has some great talent at his disposal. You got backs in the backfield that can catch the football. You have a legitimate tight end that's a matchup problem, so you can look at that in terms of how you looked at Isaiah Likely in Baltimore. You had that in Harold Fannin. You have some explosiveness at wide receiver in Jerry Jeudy and Isaiah Bond. So you are able to play the East and West game if you want to. You know, the quick perimeter game, get the ball out quickly to these playmakers, let those guys make one miss and get upfield. You can play the vertical game. We saw Shedeur Sanders do that last year with both Jerry Jeudy and Isaiah Bond, getting those guys deeper down the field, having that deep connection. And so now this offense can expand a little bit more. It's going to be tougher to defend because the offensive line is better. And not just in particular the tackles, but guard center guard is better for the Browns. So therefore the run game will be consistent. The pass protection will be consistent on the interior. Therefore, you're able to get more shots at the intermediate level down the field. I think we'll see a Shedeur Sanders. Let's say if Shedeur Sanders is a starter, right? I think we'll see his yards per attempt hover around 7.5 to 8, which is killing it in the intermediate level of the field. He'll have his timely deep shots, but I think he could live in that 7.5 to 8 yards per attempt, which is just constantly pushing the ball upfield, and that run game is going to average at least 4.5, I'd say 4.7 to 5 yards a carry.
So if we look at a different...
Breaking it down, what he's saying, this is not hyperbolic. He's walking you through how it could be better. He's walking you through how the Browns can be better, what would be different. He's already saying they upgraded the interior. They're going to have an attacking style offense. That's what I want. I was doing film breakdowns, and I introduced the term barbecue chicken. The only time I really saw the Browns attack somebody was versus Tennessee. They kept attacking a safety and a linebacker with the tight end and with Dylan Sampson. It's kind of the only time I saw them isolate a player keep attacking him. Todd Monken schemes things up that way. So I can't wait to see how he attacks other defenses, because that's not what we've seen. That's not what we've seen. We kind of behind. We're kind of behind. Tell Detroit Gemini we was getting them commenters together. Yeah, every once in a while I go back in the comments, but I try to just post my stuff and keep it moving, because they had you hot proving them wrong. Tell them Detroit Gemini. Okay, I got that one. As if we don't know the game. Ridiculous. I agree with that. They tried to look past people who support Shedeur and just say that you were fans of Shedeur. He could do no wrong. Press conference is live. Okay, man, they early. They are early. All right, let's find it. Let's find it. Yeah, you're right. All right, they're starting soon, so let me do this. Let's X this and let's put this on mute, but let's get it on the screen, and we'll catch up on the chat while we're waiting for them. I'm so glad Tu is on the Browns, because he is bringing a spotlight to this team. The media used to be able to say and get away with anything. Now they're actually being held accountable. Very, very, very valid point. MDK216, that's something I said as well. The Browns media used to just be bad. They just used to be bad. That's all it was. And nobody paid attention to them because the Browns weren't good. The national media wasn't paying attention. Now, everybody is looking because of Shedeur, and things got to change, and they got to change fast. So, I agree with that, MDK216. Mary Kay called us Shedeurians who are loud and proud. Yeah, they started name calling. They started name calling. They started name calling for that. Oh yeah. They are the old Cleveland. You are the new Cleveland. The hashtag new Cleveland. For real. It's a new day. Hashtag new Cleveland. We don't have a first round pick. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, y'all did. Y'all traded your first round pick for Sauce Gardner. That makes sense. I don't know if he's going to fall to the second round, Jordan Tyson. I don't know. We be fighting out here in these YouTube streets supporting too. Yeah, don't let him get to you. Protect your peace. And the play call will be much better. I agree. And we stopped seeing him make throws out of structure. Someone didn't want that. They did not. But if you notice, Todd Monken, one of the first things he said was, more plays than not that are long plays happen out of structure. So Kevin Stefanski was trying to take it away. Todd Monken is trying to lean into it to take calculated risks when it's time. Hold up. Now, I don't know about explosive from a drop back pass. Jessica Judy, because it always exploded. His hands are onto the ground, not onto his. He got to do better. He got to do better. Where we at? Just jumped on me. Crowd Woman Collective, what's going on? Good morning, y'all. D, is that Judas taking sides by practicing with Watson? Judas doing Judas things. I know some people took it that way. I don't take it that way. I take it like they just trying to get in some work. They on the same team. They just on the same team. That's all. Fanning, way better than likely. I agree with that. I'll just say it. Jerry Judas, that is funny. I hope you're having a great day. Talking to Shanithia. Shout out to Shanithia. Press conference live now. I think that's their conversation. Just got notification. They're live now. All right, we got it live. We waiting. Yeah, they just dropped this thing early, but we ready. It's so fitting that Janky Judy to love Watson. He be all on his page, comment, but never on Shedeur's. Jerry is a hater. Nobody gonna tell me different. Hey. I just want him to perform. That's what I want. I want him to perform. Jessica, drop a pass. Work with Shedeur too. Not Jessica, drop a pass. Jimmy Hendrick, I did your show, young man, and try not to miss an episode. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, Jimmy Hendricks. I appreciate you. He can't help it. I really feel he is jealous. Yeah, it's. I don't know if he's jealous or not jealous, but I just want him to perform if he's gonna be on the field. Hopefully, we have time to wrap up the Emory video. I got 3 Emory videos, so let's see. Google Sonny Hill of the 70s. The media did not like him. Emory Hunt is similar to Sonny. I'm going to check him out. Can't read defenses, but read all out blitz and threw it 50 yards down the field on the money. Just lying. Facts. I told you Jessica should have been let go a long time ago. I am not rooting for him. Also thought Jerry Jeudy didn't really like Shedeur too much. I noticed his body language. Yeah, and he kind of snapped him on the sidelines. Do your job and we have no problem. I agree, D. Yeah, that's it. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you get paid to do. The Todd father is here. Let's go, everybody.
Great. How are you guys?
Oh, hold on. This volume is so low. Man, what's going on here?
I don't have an opening statement, so if you guys got questions.
Willing to share with us what your sort of opening message to the team is at the start of this offseason program?
It was real simple. We're in the development business and the winning business. Point blank, period. That's what we're in.
Did it feel any different, Todd? I know you've done it before and stood in front of the team, but first time NFL head coach, did it feel any different?
It felt different preparing for the meeting, the time that it took to make sure you're on point with the message and for the guys to feel that message, but getting up in front of the room, no.
Do you have any update on Joe Bitonio's plan?
I do not. Oh, yeah. No, it's our job. We all know that the off-season's voluntary. I mean, it is. So, first of all, there's nothing like being around the players. I mean, it's everything we do is the development of players. That's how we get to where we're at in the coaching profession. So it's awesome being around it. But it is our job to put together an off-season program that makes them want to be here from a development standpoint, from a connection standpoint, from a schematic standpoint, for them to want to be here. That's our job as an organization, as a coaching staff, that they get something here that they couldn't get anywhere else. Could they get stronger somewhere else? Yes. Could they get faster somewhere else? I guess. Can they get connected with their team? No. With their coaches? No. Absolutely not. Can they get what we're doing schematically? Absolutely not. But we understand that it is voluntary. But I was fired up at the guys that were here. It was a great start.
Stay safe out there, Shanithia, while you're driving.
He was all about the work at this stage of the offseason. Just can you expand a little bit more on some things you took away from working with him in that regard and how maybe it's informed designing this year's program?
Use every minute of every day. It's all about winning. That's what we do, right? I mean, within the rules, use every minute of every day, every resource that we have to help develop our players and develop our systems that allow us to play clean and play fast.
Seems like this part of off-season workouts is about teaching the new playbook. And for you, do you have maybe a philosophical approach that you're trying to get in terms of not just development, but installation and teaching these guys what you're looking to get when you are able to get out on the field?
Well, first off, phase one ought to be more about their individual techniques, irrespective of the playbook. For each position, they have their own playbook in terms of what it should look like, what blocking techniques, the terminology that goes with that, their drills once we get on the field, because it's going to carry over. Within a certain route concepts, you might have the same route that shows up 3 times, 4 times. How do we get proficient at that one route, that one blocking technique? What we're asking them to do on defense. So it's really more fundamentals than anything in the first couple weeks. Then we start to get into more scheme, playbook, and then we get to go on the field with them, because it's hard to really install too much of the offense without being able to go out there with them. It really is a little bit more difficult. So, and again, it doesn't matter if they know what to do, but they can't do it, right? Like I think a big one for me is And our players have to take some onus and some memorization in terms of the playbook. Ultimately, our coaches should not be in charge of, just to give an example, of teaching someone the history of a gun. How was a gun made, right? Where did it come from? No, ultimately, we want to teach them how to fire it. And that's what we want to do as coaches. I want to teach them formations. They can study that. Motions, shifts, how we get aligned, memorization. We want our coaches to be able to coach how to do it and show it visually.
Todd, you had said that yesterday was going to be the first time you were able to coach the quarterbacks on the playbook. Were you pleased with where they were coming in on the first day of the program in terms of, maybe picking up concepts and that sort of thing?
What we got into, for sure. I mean, each day they're going to gain more and more information of what we do and what we expect. I was fired up. I mean, I thought all three guys were bright-eyed, wanting to learn. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start in that QB room.
Coach's photo last week.
Yeah. Then why are you asking it?
Sean McVay wasn't in there.
Yeah,
do you ever think that
I can't comment on Sean McVay.
But do you feel like you got, a disproportionate amount of the bluster for that?
Oh, I really don't give a shit. I mean, it had nothing to do with me. I mean, they moved the meeting. I didn't miss it. I was just trying to get a sweet haircut. I mean, that's what I was trying to do. And then they moved the meeting. Now, you can blame that I should have been at the meeting when they moved it up and my ass would have known that's when it was. Yeah, okay, I got you. And was it disappointing? Bet your ass it was disappointing. Would my whole life to be a head coach? I'm not in the head coach's picture. You'd think with AI they could have done that quickly and got me in there. But no, it's the way it is. It'll be under the bridge, and what'll matter most is how we move from here and do we win or not. That ultimately, none of that will matter.
The reason I asked is that there's this perception around the Browns, like, what can go wrong, will go wrong. People always read the worst into what happens here. How can you guys change that perception?
Winning. What changes everything, right? Winning changes everything, right? I told the coaches that the other day, right? Or playing well. How does a player stop a narrative? Play well. How do we stop a narrative on offense? Score. How do you stop a narrative of winning? Win. It's pretty freaking simple, right? I mean, is that not in life in general, right? There is a narrative out there that, you're not a good husband. Well, change. Be a good husband, right? All that's part of it, right? Change the narrative. Become that. That's what we have to do. It's real simple.
Todd, how important, since most of these guys never met you before, how important is it for you to make a good impression on them so they know who you are on that first meeting you had?
Ultimately, I wanted them to know what our goals are and what we're here for as coaches. That's it. It's really simple. I said at the beginning, I mean, what business are we in? We're in the development business of our players to help them aspire to achieve all of their dreams that they've ever worked on. There's nothing more exciting for a position coach than to take a player and develop them, and that down the road they get paid. They get a second contract, be it here or somewhere else. That says I helped. There's nothing like that. Just like coaching, there's nothing like building a plan, a system that you can play fast, offense, defense, special teams, and it shows up on the field. That part of that's all it is. We're in the development business and the winning business. And anything that gets in the way of those two things have to be confronted and eliminated. That's it. At the end of the day, whatever your goals are, doesn't matter in life, right? You want to be a great Christian? You got to eliminate anything in your life that stops you from being a great Christian, being a great father, being a great husband. You have to eliminate those things that stop you from your goals and aspirations. That's our job.
Talk that talk.
Draft a couple weeks away. From your aspect, how do you split your time between having the ice here and then working, preparing for the draft stuff?
Oh, it's starting to kick up a little bit here in the next couple weeks. It's fine. Nothing hard. Just take some time. That's all it is. I mean, we were ready for the guys to come back, so there's not as much preparation that I've needed for the first 2 weeks in terms of meetings. So that allows us to kind of, be able to dedicate some time to the draft. But we're going to have that veterans mini camp, the voluntary mini camp here in a couple weeks, which is awesome, by the way, that we get a chance to get out there with them. It's interesting. We go right from phase 1 to phase 3, basically, but I think it's awesome we get to go out on the field and get a little bit of an advanced look of our guys, especially it's leading up right to the draft. I mean, think about that. You get a couple of days before you lead into it. It's a little that you get to see, but you get at least of an idea that leads into that. But it's not been hard.
What about mentioned that he didn't think that Miles would be here. He's usually not here for the offseason program. That he's proven that he doesn't necessarily really need it. Again, I know it's voluntary, but do you feel like he's sort of on a different level and might not need to be here for something like this?
Well, first of all, as I've said before, this is voluntary for our players to be here. I think if you asked every coach in the NFL would they like every player to be there, that of course. I think there's certain parts of what we do from a connection standpoint, that I think is important to be here. From a schematic standpoint, from a work standpoint, not so much. And it is our job to make it to where the guys want to be here. I mean, not just by the job, but by their development, by the camaraderie, being part of a team. I mean, hell, I've been part of a team since I've been 5 years old. There's nothing like it. I wouldn't miss it because that's me. That's how I'm wired. But it is voluntary. Miles will be ready. I'm not worried about Miles.
What about eliminating things that stop you from being great? This has been a team that I think 5 of the last 6 years has ranked 20th or worse in penalty yardage over the last years. How do you coach that out of a team?
Well, I think you show it, you teach, and you make sure that on a daily basis it's emphasized.
Quinn in a little bit, and I know he's working his way back from a tough injury, but seeing what he did his rookie season, how excited are you to get to work with him? What do you think he can add in this offense?
Wow, I was a big fan when he came out. I mean, it was a good draft last year for running backs. I mean, there was a good number of talented players that you could envision them having, great NFL careers. And he's no different. And what you saw in film last year is a player that loves football, refuses to go down. He's hard to bring down. He plays, behind his pads. He drives his legs on contact. He's got a charismatic smile. I mean, I haven't been around him practicing yet, but I can't wait. I can't wait to get him out there, get a chance to work with him.
Todd, when it comes to kind of figuring out the identity of this team and who you guys are going to be, do you know that now? Does that have to develop over time? When do you kind of figure that out?
Well, I mean, the identity of your team should never change. Now, your methods that you get to it and what it actually looks like is different. As Coach used to say, principles are set in stone, right? I mean, it ought to pop off the tape. That we're smart, we're physical, unbelievable effort, and our execution should pop off the tape. That doesn't matter what we're running, what play we're running. That identity should be there. And what are we trying to establish? A team that nobody wants to play.
Talk that talk, Coach.
Sort of have the quarterback figured out going into training camp so you can sort of distribute those reps. Do you have a similar thought process on sort of where guys are going to be slotted on the offensive line? I understand you might even add somebody during the draft or multiple people during the draft, but is that kind of goal as this spring get to a point where you kind of know what that looks like going into training camp?
I think that's true. I think the hardest part is for everybody that's here is external to us and our staff. That's what's hard. Defensively, it's a little easier, with the staff we have back. But offensively, whether we brought someone from the outside or they were already here on their previous roster, we haven't really had a chance to work with them yet and get out there, which we'll have a better idea in a couple of weeks. But we do have to, and you're right, we'll have to have a depth chart. We're going to have to line up in 2 weeks. We're going to have to roll a first unit out there, and there's some past history that plays in that and a little bit of guesswork where they're at and what we've seen up till this point in the classroom and maybe a little bit of, what we've heard. That all goes into it, but eventually it'll all work itself out. Whatever the number of reps, I said it a week ago, it doesn't eliminate the competition. It just doesn't. It's players decide who plays. I don't decide who plays. The players decide that. And it's not where they start, it's where they finish. It's where they end up.
Have a good day, TK. And Miss Pamela, you're right. They don't know what he's talking about. They don't get it.
I remember being in the draft meetings and at the place I was previously and them talking about Carson. I didn't do him as the offensive coordinator, but I remember them speaking of what his superpower was, who he was. And then to see it when we played against him was impressive. Run, chase, hit, very instinctual, loves football, outstanding leader, all of those things. And you're like, well, they're right. I mean, and I'm damn glad he's a Brown.
Mary Kay asking about quarterbacks. Get some help, Mary Kay.
Oh, I think like almost every position on your team is going to be a heated battle. Every year is a new year. I mean, it resets every year. I don't care where you are. Whether it's your offense and defensive systems, whether it's players, you have to reset in the off season. So there's heated competition everywhere. From a quarterback's perspective, it's a little bit more difficult just because their number one job is to get us in the end zone. And that's a little bit harder to really drill down. A couple of different reasons why. One is you're not playing any games. You don't have pads on. No one's live. So you really don't get a real feel for their athleticism, ability to escape and play make. That's probably one of the hardest things over the years of when you have athletic back. Like, oh, yeah, this guy looks a little better in 7-on-7. Yeah, well, the game isn't 7-on-7. It absolutely isn't. Who makes plays? Who's got an inner toughness to move the offense and get us in the end zone? And then ultimately, who does the team believe in? And usually that correlates. The team's going to believe in the guy that gives us the best chance to score and win. And when the game's on the line, whether it's third downs, fourth downs, 2-minute, that they feel comfortable like we would want, that the ball's in their hands.
You mentioned the importance of tape, and it's not about where you start, it's about where you finish. That being said, going through all the tape, getting these guys, these quarterbacks in the building, do you have an inkling of who will be, leading in reps to start out?
We talking about quarterback? Yeah. No, not really, because there's enough there of all three. I mean, I think we'd all be able to say that. There's enough there to really like Deshaun, the way he plays. And there's enough there to really like the way Shedeur played at the back end of the year. And there's enough early in the year from Dylan that is playing the position at a very high level. So I don't see it as, it's been brought up a lot more to me than really what I think about. Other than, someone's going to have to start off first, and someone's going to go second, and someone's going to go third. And then we'll be willing to switch that. That's easily, on a daily basis, what we see, just like any position. That's not set in stone. That's something we can flip, just like the practice face. We can flip that any given day to how we see fit that gives us the best chance to develop our players. Now, how they go about it, how they study, how they take care of their body, how they manage our team, how they lead, those are set in stone. Those are non-negotiables.
He keep telling them, stop asking me about the quarterback. They're not getting it.
All right.
I don't know if we got any players. So the Browns put out that we would get to hear from Todd Monken, and we will also get to hear from some players. We're going to give us some time to see if we actually hear from some players. Just a few of my takeaways. This is my head coach, y'all. This is my head coach. This is leadership. When I played it earlier about leadership is your ability to get people to follow behind you, your ability to get people to believe in themselves, your ability to get people to want to work towards a common goal. He displays all of those things. Todd Monken is so much of a leader. He has shown the Cleveland media what's okay to ask about and what's not okay to ask about. That last question that they asked him, where he was talking about the reps, somebody gonna go first, somebody gonna go second, somebody gonna go third. He said, y'all ask me about this more than I even think about it. He's letting them know what y'all harping on don't matter. What y'all harping on does not matter. It does not matter. So, the Cleveland microphones are going to need to adjust. They're going to have to learn the game of football. This is a coach who wants to speak about football. They want to speak about football. He wants to speak about football. He's going to keep it to football. Whenever they take it to something else, he brings it back to football. They just have to be prepared for this. I don't believe they're the most prepared to deal with this type of coach. Arjizzle said something that was really good. A young coach will not be able to handle this Cleveland media this way. I wanted Nate Shieldhouse. Nate Shieldhouse, just from having less life experience, and this is not a knock on him because that's what I wanted as a coach, I can understand how the Cleveland media could try to do things to trip you up. And they are not able to trip up. They're not able to trip up Todd Monken. That is my coach. Zedric said it. Remember, y'all, OffThaRecordDee.com, merch on the May. I don't know how Zedric know, but Zedric might have told y'all, might have dropped a hint on some of the merch we got coming with that muck around and find out. I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited for this year. If we add the proper pieces, we build out the team, we get guys bought in, we get them to believe, we're going to be fine. And I'm still standing where I stood before. I got to keep reminding people of the date because it's going to become the cute thing to do. The cute thing to do is going to be, I'm going to pick the Browns as a surprise team to win the division. All right, so they just changed it. I'm guessing Tyson Campbell, Carson Schlesinger, and Quinshawn Junkins press conferences. Hopefully we get Quinshawn first. I would like to hear from Quinshawn. They just changed it where they're going with the press conferences. But the cute thing to do in July and August is going to be to pick the Browns as a sleeper team. The only thing is we respect the bold over here. February 6th, 2026, I said the Cleveland Browns will win more games than the Atlanta Falcons. It's going to be cute to do it later. It's going to be cute to do what Brady Quinn did. We respect the bold. Emory Hunt was standing in the middle of it right in the moment, right after the game that the Browns played the Rams in the preseason, and he called out Kevin Stefanski for it being his playbook over plays. So it's going to be some people who get cute with it. They want to see more. They don't have a vision. I told y'all early on, and I told y'all my exact reasons. I told y'all this before free agency. It's still before the draft that I put it out there. So it's going to be a lot of Johnny-come-latelys. A lot of Johnny-come-latelys. Yeah, just looking at the moves that Andrew Berry made, just looking at how he's built the team in free agency, they've upgraded the line. They got some weapons in the draft. I think my sleeper pick is going to be the Browns. Yeah, it's going to be the Browns. Yeah. It don't mean nothing when you say it late. It don't mean nothing. We're going to wait to see if we get Quinshawn. Let's get back to Emory Hunt, putting those good points out there. But hopefully y'all see it. Todd Monken is laying down the law. He's saying it's a new day in Cleveland. It's a new Cleveland. This is how we're going to do things. We're going to focus on the football. We're not going to focus on the drama. We're not going to focus on the drama. So, hey, they got to learn football. The Cleveland media keeps tripping on the team photo that is missing Monken. Did you hear him say, well, why you asking the question? Why you asking the question then? If you notice a question that you shouldn't ask, why you asking the question? Then you want to ask me about Sean McVay. Monken said, I can't speak on Sean McVay. I missed it. Don't they got AI? Crop me in the video. So a lot of bets being hedged in Deshaun's favor right now. Interesting but funny dynamics right now. Yes. Tell him to stay asleep. Yeah, stay asleep. Johnny-come-latelys. People think SEC and Big Ten are high level. They're pretty high level for college, but college is college. Donnie King from the Netherlands. He got something else to say, y'all.
Oh my God! I got money.
Donnie King says Monken has the same winner mentality like Coach Prime. Ding, 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 ding. That's a fact. Remember all, and if y'all notice, when I say loser for a reason. Remember all the people with the loser mentality saying the Browns are just going to lose this year for 2027? And I said, look at the people they brought in. Do they look like they came here to lose? Does Todd Monken sound like somebody who came here to lose? Does Rudy, the DC, does he sound like he came here to lose? The players, do they sound like they came here to lose? This is hashtag New Cleveland. It's a new day. People want to win. They want to have success. Remember, I played the story of the British cycling team, and they lost for 75 straight years. In this day and age, people would say, historically, they've lost, so they don't have a chance to win. Until they became a dynasty right before people's eyes. And it wasn't because they went and changed anything flashy. They changed everything around the margins. The Browns has got better around the margins. They continue to get better around the margins. That's how they can turn it around, have a better year. So, hey, people got to see. They did not come here to lose. They did not come here for that. They didn't sign up to lose. Todd Monken is not taking his first coaching job and say, I'm going to lose for a whole season. It's not that. The loser mentality people cannot comprehend. They don't understand what's happening. It's happening right in front of you. Right in front of you. Why do you think it's being hedged in favor for Watson? Do you think they really believe that, or is it just a distraction? I don't think they believe in Watson because the way they crushed Watson previously. The way that everybody who is supposedly now believing Deshaun Watson, they crushed him so bad previously. I don't think they believe in him. I think they just view him as somebody who's not. They view him as somebody who's not Shedeur. I don't think they got no belief in him. All right, here we go. Todd Monken said he doesn't have an inkling yet of which QB will start with the first team offense when the Browns progress to phase 2. Not really, because there's enough there of all three to really like. Yeah, someone's going to have to start off first and someone's going to have to go second. Someone's going to go third, and then we'll be willing to switch that. They're going to try to turn this into something. But to me, he's being honest with you. He's not letting you box him in. He's not letting you box him in. You can't box me in. I'm a big proponent of not allowing people to put me in a box. When people put you in a box, it's never for a good reason. They never put you in the smartest category. They never put you in the most articulate. They never put you in a box for those reasons. People want to box you in to limit your options. Todd Monken is not falling for it, and I like that. A lot of people are going to take this and run with it, but I don't think it's anything wrong with what Todd Monken said, but they're going to try to run with it. Schlesinger will be next. We're missing about 10 people with the like button. Definitely tap in. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. They don't believe in Watson. He's just there so he won't get fined. That Marshawn Lynch. That Marshawn Lynch. We'll see how time permits if we can hold out till Quinchon. The person I really want to hear from is Quinchon. Let's get back to Emory Hunt, where we left off with Emory. So let's go.
Difference between like a Todd Monken offense, Kevin Stefanski offense. Is it Todd Monken kind of searches out mismatches and his players over plays, whereas Kevin is more a system guy and you hit this and this guy's going to be open over here? Is that accurate? That's kind of my read of it.
That is Shedeur Sanders like accuracy right there.
Talk that talk, Emory. Talk that talk. I'm gonna rewind this back because I want y'all to understand what just happened. This is what just happened. He is repeating back to Emory what Emory said a year ago. Now he believes it. Craig, what's going on? He didn't believe it when Emory said it a year ago. Now he has seen the light. That's why Emory said that. Let's run that back for you. I want y'all to hear what just happened. He took Emory's answer word for word, bar for bar from a year ago and put it in his question. Let me run that back for y'all. And that's why Emory is going to smile like that. Let's play it.
Between like a Todd Monken offense, Kevin Stefanski offense, is it Todd Monken kind of searches out mismatches and his players over plays, whereas Kevin is more a system guy and you hit this and this guy's going to be open over here? Is that accurate? That's kind of my read of it.
That is Shedeur Sanders-like accuracy right there, my friend. That's exactly what that is. That's exactly what you want to do as a coach. You want to find mismatches at this level, right? At this level, it's about finding the mismatch more so than scheme. College is about scheme because you only got 20 hours a week to work with the players. But here, everybody has all day, all year to work on scheme. So, okay, assume you know my scheme like the back of your hand. Where is the mismatch? Is my X better than your O? And if that's the case, that's the magic you exploit. You have to find those over the course of 50 offensive plays in a game. And I think that's the difference between Todd Monken. We saw it at the collegiate level because he was able to get the most out of the guys he had to work with. You're talking about, a former walk-on in Stetson Bennett that kept a former 5-star and Carson Beck on the side and Brock Vandergriff on the side. So because he had to work with that, he got the best out of those options. He got the best out the tight end group because that's where most of the talent was. Got the best out the run game because that's where one particular season, that's where the talent was. So I like Todd Monken. I like how he thinks. It's players over plays, Jimmy's over Joe's, X's over O's, and he does a great job in finding the right one to get the ball to.
Now, as I think
they're speaking my language, y'all. Now you speaking my language. This is my language right here. It's the game within the game. It's the game within a game. There are going to be times that you have to attack certain players on the field and attack defensive coordinators and what they're doing. So, I love it. I love that you can be flexible. You can move it around. It's not plays over players like Kevin Stefanski was. So I love it. I love it. Great minds think alike. Keith Hunt, I'm picking up what you're putting down for real. Monken saying, when I'm ready to tell you who QB1 is, I will let you know. Not 1 minute sooner. Browns controlling the narrative, not the microphones. Hashtag New Cleveland. Talk to him, Detroit Gemini. Talk to him. The way that the Browns are handling the media needs to be studied. How quickly they shifted from how the media ran things for the last 6 years and how now the Browns run things. That's how fast you can turn around something. That quickly. You can turn it around. You can turn it around just like that. Really quickly, you can turn it around, and that's what the Browns are doing. Totally different. We watched press conferences last year, and we were like, man, when is this going to be over? We watch press conferences now, and we're like, man, this is too short. Do y'all realize how quick that press conference from Todd Monken went? It felt like it just blew by. Because they're asking questions, he's giving real answers, stuff that didn't need an explanation. He didn't give them an explanation. He just kept it moving. Instead of, I understand the question. So it's a quick change. The Browns are turning around as an organization right before their eyes, but they're so used to seeing failure, they don't know what success looks like. Success is right in front of them. They cannot see it. They don't see it. They don't see it. Shanithia just dropped my daughter off to go to dance in Spain for the next several days, and her to your protection prayers, please. Wow. Safe travels and prayers for your daughter as she goes out there. He basically said Stank Nasty will be coaching college football with the vanilla playbook and nasty play calling. He said, you in here with the big boys now. You got to go sit down. College, that'll work. It wouldn't work here. That would not work here. That would not work here. Kevin Stefanski offense was limited, and he didn't feel like he needed to make changes. That's a fact. It was bad on bad. You can't be bad and feel like you don't need to make changes. Like there's a combination of bad. Why didn't the Browns do this with the media last year? Did Kevin Stefanski have that much control? Very good question, Shanithia. And I'm going to say yes. And I'll explain a little bit more why. Kevin Stefanski was hired before Andrew Berry. A lot of people tried to put the Kevin Stefanski hire on Andrew Berry. Kevin Stefanski was hired first. The hierarchy in the building was not the way it is now. The hierarchy was different. If you look at how the hierarchy is this year, they made it clear. DePodesta's out. You have the owner and Jimmy Haslam. You have Andrew Berry reports to Haslam. You have the head coach reports to Andrew Berry. It's a clear line of hierarchy and how you go up the leadership ladder. It was not like that previously. Previously, it was Jimmy Haslam at the top. It was DePodesta somewhere floating around up top. Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry both reported to a combination of DePodesta and Jimmy Haslam. So the hierarchy was screwed. It was not the same. It was not laid out the same way. They learned from that. They saw how it got them in trouble. They adapted and said it's going to be one band, one sound. One band, one sound. If you notice, when Jimmy Haslam speaks to the media, it sounds the same. When Andrew Berry speaks to media, the message sounds the same. Todd Monken speaks to the media, the message sounds the same. It never was like that last year. It never was like that. It was all vague on who does what and who's responsible for what and who has control of what. It's not like that this year. They've cleaned the board and said, Jimmy Haslam is the owner. He put Andrew Berry in position to run the show. Andrew Berry's going to run the show. He's going to work with Todd Monken, who's going to report up to him. Even Todd Monken said it's up to Andrew Berry to get the players. He's going to have some input, but it's on him. It's a clear process now that was not in place previously due to how they tried to, it was an arranged marriage, I would say, between all parties last year. Or not last year, the last regime versus how it is now. So that's the best way I can explain it. Selmo Fudd is back. He got more to say.
Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woo, woo. Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
Shout out to Selmo Fudd. Definitely appreciate your support. I hope y'all are picking up what Selmo Fudd is putting down. Selmo Fudd that hit y'all with that Neo. Shedeur, he's a movement by himself, but he's a force when we're together. You're good all by yourself, but Shedeur, you make me better, make me better. I see what you did there, Selmo Fudd. I see what you did there. Y'all got some bad singing. Thanks, Selmo Fudd, for that. I see what you did there. Shedeur is a movement by himself, but he's a force when they're together. Dog Pound is good all by themselves, but two, he makes them better. He makes them better. I see what you did there, Selmo Fudd. I'm picking up what you're putting down. It's going to be a great, 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 great year. It's going to be a great year. Great year. Thank you for all your support, Selmo Fudd. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Selmo Fudd that hit y'all with that Neo. He hit y'all with that Neo. I like what you did there. I like what you did there, Selmo Fudd. We appreciate you. D. Stefanski was running around the world around one question. When he was done, we were 3 years older. For real. For real. Let's see. I think he had a lot more power than what they let on. I agree, because they are mad that Kevin Stefanski is not there and he can't show what he was doing previously. Let me see which browser did I have the Browns on? All right, they got Carson Schlesinger, Tyson Campbell. I really want to see Quinshon. See. I really want to see Quinshon. I want to see Quinshon when Quinshon gets up there. All right, let me do this. Let's do this. Wrist up, hashtag New Cleveland. That's a word right there, Selmo Fun. Monken like Prime, he said, I got time today. Going on with the bull junk, for real. Not an arranged marriage. It was. They ain't had no choice in that thing. They said, we putting you with you. Shout out to Danny King from the Netherlands.
Oh my God! Wow! I got money.
The Shedeur Hungry Dogs will stand up this season, too. I think we're gonna be good this year, y'all. I got a good feeling about the season. I have a good feeling about this season. All right, let's see. No players yet. Yeah, Carson Schlesinger went. I told you I'm holding out for Quinshon. I'm holding out for Quinshon. So hopefully Quinshon is next. I think they put Quinshon last. So let's see. Yeah, Tyson finished. Let's see if we got Quinshon coming next. We're gonna see. D. Podesta was from a baseball background while making decisions with the NFL team. Yes, yes, he was, Maurice. Carson talking, but we aren't missing anything. Hey man, shout out to Carson Schlesinger on the field. Shout out to Carson. But I was just waiting for Quinshon. Jason says Shedeur doesn't make the players around him better. Man, he don't know what he's talking about. Actually, Tyson Campbell speaking now. Yep, Tyson Campbell just finished. We are waiting. We're waiting for Quinshon. Where Quinshon at? Yeah, I wouldn't steer y'all wrong. I seen it. I was like, we can let this. We can hold out till we get. We can hold out until we get Quinshon speaking. Let's see. Make sure I'm live. I'm live. Okay. Browns in the playoffs this year. Craig. Hey, Craig, I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's what I see. I see them in the playoffs. I see them having a good year. I see them being better than the Falcons. I know I said that early, and people thought it was my dislike for Kevin Stefanski. It's more because I know Kevin Stefanski's limitations. I know it's because of his limitations. That's what it is. Q was right behind the coach. Clock it in the morning. He was walking on his own 2 feet. He's going to have a whole offseason practice this season also. I can't wait to see Todd playbook. Yes, I saw him walk in. He had no boot on his leg, so that was very encouraging. Very encouraging. I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. Why y'all trying to make me sing today? Why y'all trying to make me sing today? But I like that song too, Black Pearl. I like that song too. I got a feeling. Y'all don't want to hear my bad raspy singing voice. Y'all don't want to hear it. Hey, but I'll tell you all this. Y'all got to put some respect on my name. I was in the 8th grade choir. Your boy was there. I had a low voice back then. It's gone now. That was back in the day. With the way the Browns are doing now, we might not get a soundbite from any QBs. No, they're not gonna let y'all. They're not gonna let y'all play. They are not letting the Browns media play. They're not letting them do it. They're not letting them do it. So we were waiting to see what's going on here. If we can get Quinshon, that's what I'm waiting for. Don't make me start betting all my money now. I'm going to bet for the playoffs for sure. Hey, I don't have no betting sponsorships, but if I had betting sponsorships, if any Prize Picks, FanDuel, DraftKings, I got a slot available for a segment. We could do off the record D picks of the week. We could pick 3 games. So hey, if y'all looking to work, we can work. Then I'll put some stuff out there. But I'm not gonna really put no win totals or much of that on there because they gotta pay for that knowledge. It's not free. It's not free. What's going on? We waiting for Quinshawn. We're waiting. We'll give him a couple more minutes. If Quinshawn start, we're gonna get to it. If not, then we're gonna wrap this thing up and get back to it. Get back to it on Friday, if not. But players were transferring to Colorado to play with Shedeur, but according to Lord, he couldn't make teammates better. Bull junk. Yeah, that's why I say, I'm like, man, he don't know what he's talking about. That's why I say, I'm like, man, Jason Lloyd don't know what he's talking about. He'll know what he's talking about. He'll know what he's talking about. That's all. It's simple. He don't know what he's talking about. Crowd Woman Collective. They got me out here singing. They got me out here singing. D, keep singing. Let it go of stress, enjoying the moment, believing that something good is about to happen. I'm telling you, that's how I feel. That is how I feel. I feel good. I feel good. It's just when you can see the clear direction, the clear change, you can see how they are protecting the players. They are not starting narratives. Like when you can see that, if you're not excited, I don't know what it is. Maybe you don't like football. Maybe you don't like the Browns. Maybe you're not excited for what they're doing. Maybe you just want to put the Browns in a box and say they're always going to lose, like one of the questions they had. Maybe that's how you're viewing it, so you wouldn't feel this. But I've been feeling good about the Browns as soon as I took the time to not listen to other microphones and look more into Todd Monken. And the more I listen to him, the more I realize I really believe in what he's doing. So y'all know when I talk Browns, I'm always talking about how I feel good. I always feel good when I'm talking Browns now because that's my natural energy, how I feel about them. That's how I feel. I think they let the QB start talking when they announced who will be QB1. They know all the questions will be asked whole offseason till they announce it. I agree. They know what's going to happen. Don't worry, D. I'll do that for you. Hey, I appreciate you, Cedric. I appreciate you. Where we at? My dad told me a long time ago, only bet on for sure things. Craig, your dad is a smart man. That's good game right there. Sang the song, like I said, anime. You know what's funny? So in my bartending days, that was just a song you can always play to get everybody in there upbeat. Oh, those are lyrics in Tonight's the Night. Oh, dang, I messed that up. I messed that all up, Shanithia. Man, every once in a while, your boy got to buzzer himself. Every once in a while, your boy got to buzzer himself. I messed that all up, Shanithia. I fumbled. Fumble on the play. Fumble on the play. Fumble. I got to do better. Shanithia. I got to do better. Come on, Quinshawn. I'm not ready to get off the live yet. Yeah, they hold it down. Where Quinshawn at? Where is Quinshawn at? What's going on? G Bush, Maine and ball dropping would be fun. Y'all my football guys. Shout out to you, Jimi Hendrix. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Wait, Ike, I'm trying to sing the song, Ike. For real. Get me together. Get me together. They are definitely protecting the players and controlling the narrative. They are a real football team now under Monken. I agree. Jacked it up, but it's cool, D. Toe the thing up. Toe it all the way up, Black Pearl. Y'all remember Phil Collins? I can feel it in the air. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Come on. Hey, y'all know I'm feeling good when I'm just hitting y'all with the notes. I'm just hitting y'all with the notes while we waiting on Quinshine. Y'all know I'm feeling good. Y'all know I am. Last season, I was I believe that the Browns minimum would have been in a race for the division title. Man, they had the opportunity, Donnie. They had the opportunity. They fumbled it because of how coaching played out and the decisions he was making. They just fumbled the opportunity. It was a good opportunity. I'm not wishing injury on anybody. Injury is part of the game, but Joe Burrow got injured, so Cincinnati, you knew they was going to kind of be out of it. Then you look at Baltimore. Lamar got injured. They were kind of limping into it. Pittsburgh didn't have any offensive firepower. So it was just it was an opportunity up for grabs, and that's why you can't let the moment slip by. You can't let the moments slip by. You can't let them slip by. You can't do it. You cannot. You cannot let them slip by. Okay, D, you got that one right. Hey, if you hit me with what I know, I'll get it right. D Reed, Black Pearls, anime. Then like my Ike. Where's anime? Where's anime? Anime was a little bit higher. Oh, sang the song like I said, anime. Sang the song like I said, anime. Y'all funny. Y'all cracking me up today. You look like you finna steal some Taylor Swift shirts from Dollar Tree. Not Taylor Swift shirts from Dollar Tree. Oh no. Oh no. Let me see. Is he? I thought. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he was here. Why my players got the ball, man. That Phil Collins was my jam. I did a whole choreography to that song. That bike was fire. Q got me his first game, got in the end zone, started hyping up the fans, and he do it every game. He played with heart and passion. He's sitting next to Shedeur in the locker room. Yeah, I believe Quinshine is one of the leaders. He's one of those leaders that's there on a team that brings a winning mentality. He didn't come here to lose. He did not come here to lose. I see the Browns winning their division this year. Todd Monken and Shedeur. It gets dangerous. Yes, it's right there for the taking. I don't really like to play the schedule game too much, but I got to be honest with y'all. I did play the schedule game when the schedule first came out. I looked at the schedule. I looked at the belief that I have in Todd Monken and Andrew Berry, Shedeur, to turn it around, and that's how I decided that the Browns would win more games than the Atlanta Falcons. So, just being honest with y'all. Phil Collins was the jam. Yes. Y'all taking it back to, those are my when I bartended songs. Those are my when I bartended songs right there. Man, oh man, they don't want to let us live. They don't want to let us live. They don't want to let us live. All right, y'all. I'll react to Quinshine. Hold on. We got movement. We got action though. I'll react to Quinshine on Friday stream. We'll react to Quinshine when he speaks. But this has been a great stream, very good stream. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this thing. I enjoyed this thing. I'm in a good mood. I'm excited for where the Browns are going. I'm excited for Todd Monken. Excited for things to come. So hopefully y'all are too. Now I just look at the people who don't know no better, and I leave them in the box that they're in of not knowing any better. D, what's your signature drink? When I was a bartender, I always used to create stuff. I would say probably now maybe watermelon martini, something I really like. Maybe an old fashioned. It just depends. It just depends on the mood. I don't really drink alcohol at all to the same degree as I used to. But I would say those are probably some of the ones that I made the most, that people enjoyed the most. I would always create something fruity for people that came into the bar. They would say, "Oh, just make me something." So I would just make something. If I have anything now, I might have a glass of wine, but it's been a minute because I just been working too good. I've been working too much, I should say, working way too much. So, but now it's probably a go-to, like a Cabernet, some type of red wine is what I would go to now. That's probably my go-to. Let's shout out everybody who supported the stream today. Thank y'all so much for supporting the stream. Shout out to Selmo Fudd. Shout out to Donnie Kings. Doubling up. Shout out to Selmo Fudd. Doubling up. Shout out to Donnie King for the 3. So I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. They are holding out for Quinshawn. They're not letting Quinshawn. They're not letting us live and watch Quinshawn. Hashtag New Cleveland. Merch is on the way. Be looking for it. With that, I'll end on a commercial. Appreciate y'all. Peace, everybody. Off the Record D merch was created as an extension of the community that grew around the podcast, the live streams, and the conversations that happen every day. The designs are inspired by real moments, real reactions, real stories that represent the culture around the game and the mindset behind building something from nothing. Each piece reflects the growth of the brand, the supporters who helped shape it, and the journey that's still in progress. This isn't just clothing. It's a way to represent the era, the community, and the belief that consistency, creativity, and hard work can turn a small idea into something lasting. Off the Record D merch stands for the grind, the supporters, and the legacy that we're still building.